caller there? Hello? Yes. From the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News desk.
Hello.
Hello, indeed. There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Got a hockey story for you today. The marvelous Austin Matthews. He has a couple of comments.
Okay.
I love that guy.
Yes.
He looks like a hockey player.
He sure does.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick. Hello, hello, hello.
He may have been playing when he was 2.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he came out of the womb with a stick. They didn't see an arm. It was a stick that came out. Hi, Tom. How are you?
That had to hurt Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
No, you know what hurt
Was it a
Mom?
breech birth? No. He came out with a hockey stick.
The shoulders hurt.
Yeah.
Mom.
Well, although the hockey stick was bad, but the skates were worse. Very sharp. Well, hello.
When we saw pictures of Christy
Well, could we not go
giving the
there?
birth, and you could see her being sewn up in the background.
Oh,
Ooh,
my ex.
boy,
Yeah.
What are you talking
He
about?
was a bad
Yeah.
photographer at the time. He was excited to
So
take a
there-
picture of his new daughter. And
You could see
You could see me on
all the way up to the news bulletin.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah, my guts are hanging out on the
Oh,
side.
hey. Stop it.
I'd be woozy if I... Oh, my God.
God.
Now, let me tell you something. That was much better than I could have ever imagined.
People are eating, okay? Calm down.
You say a lot worse than I am.
Do you think they're eating each other right now?
No, I don't.
The show?
Chick.
I bet they are.
Okay, I want to discombobulate
When the show, yeah.
and reconfigure.
Poor Chris.
We have managed to fail to do Today in History
Many
recently, and I've always said it's a hack feature that many radio shows do, but I think we give it a certain spin of ignorance that I like to.
We give it a certain, the French call it, I don't know what.
There you
Je
go.
ne sais quoi.
Let's. So, if you don't mind, I think we're going to go back in time.
I do mind, but let's do it anyway.
The new feature, Yesterday in History.
It is, okay.
So,
It is new.
okay, and for
so-
some it may be
But today is the Ides, right?
of May.
Yes.
15th, right? Yeah.
Do they have Ides other than?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
mostly a March thing.
March is the famous.
See, this is like Christmas in July. I don't like it.
It's the same thing with the hair.
I only want to hear Ides in March. Okay.
There's a March hair, but there's also a July
I don't
hair.
think nobody was stabbed by Congress yet.
Oh, I don't know.
This,
It's the day is young.
I get the feeling somebody's planning something. I know that.
Okay, well,
Roman Congress.
we'll start with this is one that I think Mr. Godwin might know. I'll be disappointed if he doesn't.
You know what we don't need during Today in History?
What, a quiz?
Is you
Judging us?
Insulting us.
trying to
No, I don't have to work to insult you.
The Beatles.
gauge our stupidity. Chick might be able
Well,
to make a word.
you see, the ignorant often confuse ignorance and stupidity.
What may I know?
They do.
Being ignorant, there's nothing wrong with being ignorant. I mean, most of the electorate in this country is ignorant.
Watch, I'll get
But
it
being
wrong.
stupid is
I'm
different.
ignorant on how to change a transmission.
There you go. See,
can be ignorant.
doesn't mean you're stupid.
Right.
Now, if you were to go to class on how to change a transmission and you couldn't figure it out, that would mean you were stupid.
Yes.
In spite of the fact that you had quality instruction.
I'm often stupid, but
yeah.
mostly I'm ignorant.
Yeah, of course, me too. I get it.
I'm real stupid.
But I think this is right in
Pat's.
This is right in Godwin's sphere of knowledge.
get it.
Right in the edge of your sphere of knowledge.
Oh, really?
Born in 1936.
Yeah.
Born with the name Walden Robert Cassato.
Oh, yeah.
No.
1936. A singer.
Yeah.
Walden Robert Casado.
Something
Changed
about
his
that.
name.
36.
He named his knife.
Engelbert
right?
Humperdinck.
He named a knife.
Bobby Darin.
Bobby Darin.
I mean, yeah.
Damn it, I love Bobby Darin, too. Such a good
Bowie
name.
knife.
Wasn't he his sister was really his mother? Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing happened to Jack Nicholson. Yeah, there was a
Right.
really good piece about him recently. His son is.
I only found out recently my father was really my mother, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, that is.
That's a little more. That's a little more contemporary.
Right.
How about this one? And Christy Lee in 1943. Happy birthday to Jack Bruce.
Jack Bruce?
He invented Bruce floor cover.
Wasn't he in the band Cream?
Yes, thank you very much. Now, Pat and I actually flew to London to see Eric
Is
Clapton.
Jack Bruce the drummer?
No,
that was Ginger
Ginger
Oh,
Baker.
Ginger Baker with the red hair.
Yeah, Ginger Baker, who there's an interesting documentary about Ginger Baker, a genuinely first-class prick. Beyond
that's what I remember.
one of the worst human beings ever, but a fine drummer.
Okay.
I can verify that. He's at the meetings of the Frick Association.
Oh, at one point he threatens to beat up the guy making the documentary who's
Are you serious?
Great movie, though.
he holds up a bat.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
great.
But you find out his mom's kind of the same way during the documentary. She's real.
So
and then
genetics.
Pat and I flew to London to see the Cream reunion.
Right. I remember that.
And the funniest part of it was, obviously, Ginger was getting a piece of the T-shirt revenue because in this beautiful show, all of a sudden he goes, he grabs the mic, and goes, "Don't forget to buy the T-shirts in the back."
And Clapton gave him a very dirty look.
Yeah. Well,
you guys buy a T-shirt?
Eric didn't need the money. Oh, I have posters. I got everything.
Oh, okay.
And I hate that kind of the cheap shilling. By the way, we have a T-shirt out there right now.
Yeah,
it's the new Bob and Tom T-shirt. It's very cool. This is one of my favorites. I don't know if they can get a shot of that on the cameras. I think that is so sharp. There's a white one also, I think, with long sleeves. Ordinarily, I don't spend a lot of time hawking our stuff, but it's really cool. People really seem to like that one. It's only going to be available for about another week. Now, back to Yesterday in History, our new feature. George Lucas, the great filmmaker, born on yesterday's date or the day before, I forget, in 1944. Changed his name, many don't realize this, to
Bobby Darin.
George Skywalker. David Byrne.
Oh, Talking Heads.
Ooh, burn.
Genuine oddball.
So
You'd love
talented,
to see
though.
his
So
Did you guys do
Broadway
that
show.
in high school when somebody would like insult somebody? Go, ooh, burn.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Of course not.
high school.
Oh,
You're going to have a be careful. You'll have a minus in third form. Watch it.
Yes, that was quite a barb.
Yes, I say, I'll remind him that when I get to the fields. Are you playing in the fields or the fields beyond?
I'm with you, buddy. Mine.
He sure hit you with a sharp jape.
Yes, sir.
Oh, she's super hot and great. Happy birthday, 1969, the birth of Kate Blanchett.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's great.
She is wonderful.
And what is the
So good.
movie I can remember the name of?
Aviator?
The one that was super hot.
Oh.
It was a TV series that was on in December
Oh, that was good, yeah.
where she's the
Oh,
reporter.
she's having the affair with the young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, why can't we never... We
Plays
can never
Bob Dylan?
remember that.
No.
No, she's...
I gotta, that's a must see.
If we could only remember...
Fellas, sit down with your sweetie and watch this thing. I'm telling you,
Third episode.
it'll pay off. Yeah, episode 3. Do we know the name of it?
No. Look it up.
Okay, you look that up while we continue. Happy birthday, 1993, Amber Tamblyn, whose father, of course, is the great
She's a great little
Russ
actress, by the
Tamblyn?
way.
Russ Tamblyn, who played Riff in West Side Story.
Yeah.
Russ's brother just died recently. He was, of course, in the great band. Anyone remember? Boston,
Keep
no.
talking.
Standells?
The Standells.
You're broadcasting just for you.
Oh, no. I've had
Which is not a problem.
Amber Tamblyn, very talented, very talented. 1984, no irony there, the birth of Mark Zuckerberg. Well, no, Mr. Bond, I'm going to watch you die.
Man, I just watched the Social Network again. Boy, is that a good? That's a good movie.
That is a good movie.
Man, oh man.
Happy birthday to Rob Gronkowski, who's becoming kind of a TV star.
He's on
Yeah.
TV. Yeah.
Lots of commercials. This is very important. 1804, Lewis and Clark set out for St. Louis, from St. Louis for the Pacific Coast.
It
Emmanuel
wasn't that
Lewis.
hard. They just looked for the arch.
Yeah.
In the distance.
Disclaimer is the name of the Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, disclaimer. Fellas, watch this with your sweetheart.
Apple TV.
Get to episode 3, you're going to call me and thank me. That's all I'm
Remember, Tom thinks this is sexy, so keep that.
It actually is.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
We'll see.
It would have been illegal had it been made in the late 70s.
Must have an open mouth
Must.
kiss.
Yeah.
Really,
And the lights-
Somebody
really
must be
taboo in
watching
the old
And the,
Griswold household.
and the lights are on.
It's not.
Somebody must be watching
it's
the
not
hockey game.
Friday night at 10:15. Why are you kissing me?
And now stop it for a second. This is important. All right. 1878, Vaseline is patented.
What was its first use? Do we know?
lubricate.
Was it for bodies or was
No,
it?
it was pipes and stuff on the Alaskan pipeline.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When they were fat.
1878, I repeat. And by the way, we have Vaseline in the news coming up today, which I'm very excited
Vaseline
about.
Right here.
The original name of it was Boofu Juice.
What do you use that for?
My lips.
Really?
Your lips don't need that.
My rosy red lips.
It did not
Okay. I'm sorry I brought it
very
up.
well.
You guys know that Flaming Lip song, Vaseline?
No, the wand. I like
yes,
the wand.
I love that song.
Have you heard the wand?
Well, now, lastly, sadly on this date, the death of Frank Sinatra in 1998.
Hey, what's green and sings? Frank Sinatra? Thank you, Christy.
Classic.
That's very nice.
The summer wind.
So much for, we'll just ignore the rest of what happened and move right on. Coming up in sports?
We got NBA playoffs again. Got a game 6. Celtics come back. The NFL schedule has been released. Man, I hope you like the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Timberwolves advance. They do away with the Steph Curry-less Golden State Warriors. And in hockey, the Oils beat the Knights 1-0 in Game 5, and Edmonton moves on to the Western Conference
Canada
Finals.
breathes a sigh of relief.
And they call him Big Bob. Sergei Bobrovsky had 31 saves, and 3 Florida defensemen scored, and the Panthers routed the Leafs 6-1 last night to take a 3-2 lead in the Eastern Conference semifinal in Toronto. And
Okay.
We'll hear from Austin Matthews.
Now, I want
You're trying to shut me up.
Well, no, I wanted the teaser, not the entire sportscast.
I misunderstood.
The Sports with Bob and Tom show is brought to you by Sports. No,
Hey!
it's brought to you by Java House.
Hey, Java House.
Java House, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom show, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom show. Java House.
I'm enjoying a green tea right now.
I watched him peel and pour. I did.
Took me, 2 seconds?
Yep.
And now, see, what's happening here is
Even Tom can figure this out. That's how easy this is.
what Java House is all about is getting rid of that clunky, whatever that thing is, the Keurig machines, et cetera, et cetera. And it's called Peel and Pour. Where do I have over? Here we go. Here's one right here. This is it's a little pod guy. It's
Hey, how you doing?
what's the best way to describe this? It's the size of
Not that way.
It's a little bigger than a K-cup.
Saying a little pod guy is the perfect way to say it.
it's like ramekin.
Yeah.
I love that word. It sounds like someone from Star Wars. Ramekin.
Ramekin Skywalker?
Ramekin Skywalker. The
Where's the
ramekin.
Boofu juice?
Very not helpful. Now, this happens to be, let's see, the cold brew Colombian medium roast. And, of course, absolutely smooth. How does it work? You take this, you pour it in a cup, then you put in some hot water, and as they say in France, ergo. No, they say voila.
Voila.
Voila. I can't say voila.
You can't say
They
voila.
say escargot.
No, I can't say croissant or voila without getting my mouth too dry.
Snail in your tea?
The point about this is Java House makes it's revolutionizing the office coffee room and coffee at home. Get up in the morning and ta-da, it's done. You don't have to have that percolator that goes ba-da-ba-da-bop-bop,
Nope.
ba-da-ba-da-bop. Java House, and by the way, special thanks to a place
Another
called...
coffee company's jingle.
From 1950s.
Yes.
Bigger than hell.
That's because, you see, this is the revolution.
And I'm not helping.
And I have composed the new Java House jingle, which will be making its debut.
Stolen.
Yeah, it'll be debuting, when is it? Tuesday,
right? Yeah.
Because Java House is going to be doing something special with us. Now, I've gotten very confused. Java House, try it for yourself. And by the way, I can knock 25% personally.
How do you do that?
What?
Well, you just put Bob and Tom when you go to javahouse.com, BOBANDTOM. That's the special code. It's like I asked them if we could do a decoder ring, and they said, "Who is this man? Get him out of here."
Oh, I love Dakota Ring.
Wouldn't that be cool, the Java House decoder ring? Bring back...
All right.
What's a decoder ring?
Java House. It's delicious and easy.
We'll be right back.
We have a lot to get to.
When you hear
I'd
this,
like to
let's-
apologize to our friends at Java House.
So we'll start again. Okay.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio, so let me explain how auto parts work. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
your brewer, switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Dave Landau has joined us. You've brought your best friend along, I understand. He is Matt McClary. I have not met Matt prior to this. Matt, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Now, I'd like to clarify, because there seems to be a certain awkwardness in the air.
Yeah.
I think I can facilitate getting you less ill at ease, if you will.
Okay. I don't think I'm the one who needs to be put at ease. I think that's everybody else.
That's precisely what I want to do. You are let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Not victim. That would be too awful.
Victim?
No, let's not do that.
That could potentially be
That could be everyone else in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
You have Asperger's.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm like Mr. Bean if he might have a gun on him. That level the thing is, it's not actually called Asperger's anymore. In the DSM-5, it's just high-functioning autism. Like, I put a joke about it online, and somebody replied to me. They said, you can't use that word anymore. It's politically incorrect. It's a slur. So I replied, shut up, Asperger's. If it's a slur, I have it. That makes it my word.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying Asperger, and I'm going to put the hard R at the end of it, too.
What is the phrase? On the spectrum?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's,
Yeah, I never liked that one. It sounds like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah. You're at Cedar Point. Did you ride the Spectrum? It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great.
I think of rainbow.
Yeah. I know, but that's
well, you're a positive.
That's a different thing.
okay. Whoosh. You guys are buddies, though, right? You and Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we met 20 years ago.
Literally 20 years ago.
When he got in my car and kept reading signs.
Yeah. Had you been identified at that time as, did they label your particular sphere of existence?
Yeah, I was.
You know what? He's right. You're the one who's weird and awful. What the hell's going on over there?
It's so difficult
Will
these
you
days.
not do this in front of company?
Please say you had been properly diagnosed and
When I was 17, until then, it was just my fault, you know? I'm from that generation.
Okay, you know what I'm saying, though. It's just awkward.
Yeah.
Matt, if I were to be introducing you to someone, and
You wouldn't bring it up.
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't say don't be concerned about the blank stare and the weird attitude. And I would just say, hey, you figured out yourself. You're on your own. I can't figure.
This is the perfect storm. Is what this
I could
is.
say, look, I know this guy seems like a total weirdo, but he's on the spectrum.
this guy seems like he's right. You wouldn't say any of that in polite society.
He's like all of us. He's doing the best that he
Well,
can.
I'm a performer. I might be turning it up a little.
There's a human being under there.
And you're here.
I blame Landau. You knew all this would happen.
You're smiling over there, Dave.
Look at him.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Hey, looking for the link to sync with Bob and Tom VIP? Yeah? It's right there at bobandtom.com.
Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Christy Lee.
Hi.
Ace Cosby returns. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. Let's see now. We have a lot to get to here, including I thought we would continue with Today in History.
What were we doing?
Yesterday in History.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Double dose.
So, because we keep forgetting to do it, and I know people, it's really very important to them.
You can't get the day
I always like hearing this stuff.
We help them out. And
I learn a lot.
this one's kind of obscure. You'll know this one, maybe, Pat. The first keyboard player with the great band Roxy Music is celebrating a birthday today.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Brian Eno?
Brian Eno is the correct answer.
Who the hell knew that? Congratulations.
Oddly
Pat.
enough, Brian Eno, and only one person listening knows who that
His
is.
sister.
Eno.
Oh, he's great. He's
One spelled back. Oh, right.
his name appears in crossword puzzles a lot.
Yeah.
Very handy, that ENO name.
I kind of like Roxy Music. Are you guys fans?
Oh, big
I
fan.
love.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Avalon is one of my favorite albums.
It's a good song.
That's a makeout album.
And now
Yeah, it is sexy.
here's Tom.
I had a Roxy Music pin on my jean jacket and didn't even know what it was
they're the
until I was.
greatest.
Here's Tom Griswold
Yeah,
with
high
his
school.
Brian Ferry impersonation.
Well, once again, Brian Ferry sings like Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
Rhododendron is a nice flower. To the strand.
More than this.
More than
love,
this,
Love,
yeah.
love is the drug.
Oh, I like that one.
Love is the drug.
Love is the
Happy birthday. Oh, you'll get this one, chick. Emmett Smith.
Oh, yeah. 22 running back.
Always in a hurry.
Most yards and
He was a great rusher.
rushing everywhere.
Okay, I know who this guy is, but I'm forgetting. David Krumholtz.
Oh, good. Great actor. Yeah, he started off as a child actor, and then,
What is he in?
oh my gosh,
He's kind of a bad guy, though.
a ton of stuff. He's in Ray. Did you see that movie? He plays the manager who eventually takes over, Ray's career. I mean, you would recognize him in a heartbeat.
Yeah, okay. Born in 78. Let's see now. In the world of history, though, this is interesting. Las Vegas founded what year, Chick McGee?
57, 56.
Oh, no.
No, earlier than that?
1905.
1905?
Well, wait a minute.
Not the strip.
I meant Bugsy went out there and had a hotel. And
Well, that was in the late 50s, right?
I'm surprised it wasn't
Is that
earlier.
what you said?
Like somewhat.
you know what? You're right, Tom. I'm sorry. I was way off.
No, the answer was 1905.
Well, when the city was, never mind.
Well, I said founded.
When was Nevada made a state?
Well, Mo Green.
1904.
When did Mo Green go out
You
there?
don't come to Las Vegas and talk to a man like Mo Green like that.
Boy, he gets shot right in the eye.
That's a hell of an effect.
That is one great scene.
Yeah, that's one of those scenes where Josh and I have agreed. Well, Alex Rocco just got shot in the face.
I don't know how they did it.
How did they do that? Seriously, how did they do that?
Then remember at the end of his
I
career,
hope he wins the Oscar.
at the end of his career, he showed up in a sitcom.
Yeah, something about him and his sons, something Way or something. Apple's Way. No, that was right.
I always liked seeing Alex Rocco in the gruff. He had kind of that voice.
He's in That Thing You Do for No Reason. He's one of the managers. Get Fabian away from me, will ya?
I would have thought Vegas was like 1800s, just some outpost.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
1928, Mickey Mouse makes his first appearance. This is one of those.
B.J. Willie, right?
Well, I remember this because it was a private screening, and then 6 months later he came out with Steamboat Willie.
Very good, Christy. Yes, it was
Yeah.
a silent film that was not released called Plane Crazy, Plane.
Wait a minute. It wasn't B.J. Willie?
That was Boxcar Willie.
All right. I'm gonna stop this segment if that's what we're gonna do.
Mickey Mouse. I think he's cute and charming. Was he ever funny?
No.
No, laugh free.
Yes.
No, leave that to Bugs and Daffy.
Chip and Dale were kind of funny.
Are they Disney? No, they're Warner Brothers. Are they?
Yeah, Chip and Dale.
Chip and Dale?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Warner Brothers has two chipmunks too, right? The polite ones right after you. No, right after you. I think that's Warner Brothers. Yeah. The house fills up with acorns.
I cannot remember that one.
Do.
This is an interesting one. I remember 1991, the elder George Bush, H.W., took the Queen of England to a baseball game.
Oh, that
you guys remember that?
fun.
Yeah.
Did she have a hot dog?
Reggie Jackson tried to shoot her. I might have that mixed up.
Frank Drebin saved the day.
Yeah.
They took a phone and they grabbed her ass.
That was a different movie, I think.
And then George Bush said, "Hey, how about Hopophilia?"
Please tell me she had a hot dog and a beer. Gosh, I hope she did.
That's a very good question.
The Naked Gun people are passing
Passing
beers.
the hot dogs.
The Queen has to pass.
So funny. How did they make a movie that great?
Don't you love seeing movies like that with your kids who haven't seen it yet, that for the first time, and they just howl?
I
They're
hope
like,
so,
Oh,
yeah.
my kids howled. That one in
good.
Top Secret. Oh, my God. Yeah.
But the airplane is the king of all those.
Sure.
There isn't a bad second of that movie. Well, that's enough of history for now. We actually squeezed it in and got it on the right day almost. Well, you're welcome.
We got a letter here, actually.
If you're just joining us, thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Let's get to our letters. What have you got?
Good morning, everyone. Long-time listener, first-time emailer. Chick, I have a question for you. I'm going to the Finelli Spring Carnival in Marlborough, Massachusetts this weekend. Will Dirty Carney the Long-Tit Clown be there?
The gentleman, the writer of this letter is confused.
Yes.
I don't think that's what we mentioned.
It's a bird.
It's
a bird. The Carney Longtit flies over most carnivals.
So maybe you'll see those birds.
And we learned about the what is it? The blue-titted, what is
The
it?
Eurasian blue tit.
The Eurasian blue tit.
Can we? Blue-footed booby?
Yeah, the blue-footed booby is
Have you seen
that's a different bird.
That's a Madagascar
Different.
bird, and it's funny looking.
But the blue, what is it? Blue tit? What was it?
Eurasian blue tit.
Eurasian blue tit isn't
They're in the news.
blue on their breast, oddly enough.
No, they're blue on the top and yellow on their breast.
But the blue-footed booby.
And
has
apparently the
blue
word
feet.
tit in the realm of ornithology.
Yes.
Is that the word I'm looking
Yes.
for? It's either osteopathy or ornithology, one of the two.
It's ornithology.
Oh, it is?
Osteopathy is totally different.
Oh, that's right. Dr. Sam Shepard, osteopath.
Shepard an osteopath?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Dr. Sam, yeah.
I go
It means small
osteopathy, by the
bird.
way.
Which led to The Fugitive, of course.
What are we
There's a blue-footed booby.
Yeah, there
and,
it is.
blue feet is,
But the blue-footed booby, it looks like someone took a seagull and dipped its feet up to the knee in really bright blue paint.
Aren't silly. They're funny.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. That's my favorite bird right
Is it?
there.
That's
a gorgeous
Blue-footed
bird.
booby.
Oh, how can you choose? There's so many
Well,
great
look
birds.
how goofy his face. Look at his eyes.
He's got a blue beak.
Hey, he's up to no good.
Look at a fight.
Now, we were discussing what was it? The blue-titted one? What is it again?
Now, that letter writer, Larry King, once referenced Long Sack the Clown. So maybe maybe he's confused.
Oh,
too.
okay.
And the Carney.
There's no blue tit the clown. Or okay, saggy tit the clown. What is it?
Long.
Yeah. What's it? Here we go. The Eurasian blue tit is it pronounced passerine bird?
I don't know.
Passerine.
Passerine?
Passerine. Little bush.
For your ass.
Are you guys trying to think of that song Vaseline by Bush?
Glycerine.
No, glycerine.
No, it's glycerine.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, all these years, I thought it was about.
Stone Temple Pilots has Vaseline.
Vaseline.
Okay.
And then that Flaming Lip song that I said was called Vaseline is called She Don't Like, or She Don't, what is it, use or like jelly? I forget.
And I have a song called Lip Gloss.
Oh, yeah,
You have
yeah.
a song
yeah.
called Lip Gloss?
No.
Now, where were we? Oh, we were doing our letters. So you've corrected that one?
Yes.
I have
Okay.
a letter.
All right, go ahead.
We did those high anxiety dreams earlier this week. You know, where
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking with Ari Leindyke, the race car driver, and he said he has this high anxiety dream involving being in a race car.
yeah, getting ready for a race. He can't find his helmet, can't find his gloves. He's freaking
And
out.
then you have yours about being a DJ, can't find the next record.
Right. And this is from Sean. Sean is a dog groomer, has been for over 30 years. I routinely have a dream. It's 5 o'clock. We're getting ready to close, and all the clients are coming to get their dogs. For one reason or another, I haven't even started working yet.
Oh, no.
And I wake up exhausted.
And you don't want an angry dog parent.
No.
I may
They're
have
the
to.
worst.
Poor Sean.
I've got a suggestion for dog groomers out there.
Uh-oh. Here we
My dogs got groomed yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
And of course,
yeah,
I've got.
how'd that go?
I've got the. Well, of course, it rained. Of course, I've got the one golden retriever. It's a pretty simple process, but the other one's 3/4 poodle.
Yeah.
I like a dog groomer that could go. I'd like a heterosexual looking dog if possible. My little boy.
What's happening?
My little boy Dungy looks
Oh, feminine?
Yeah. It's
What did they do to him?
he's all poofy. He's all poofy.
They brushed him out. It'll curl back up.
They put the piercing in the wrong ear.
Yeah. You know, could you just make him look like a boy dog, just for a second?
I'm with you on this one.
Yeah,
They just brush him
you
out.
should just be able to ask for. Could I have a masculine cut for my boy dog?
Sure.
I'm walking the dogs, and they go, "Oh,
No.
your little girl dog is so cute." No, he's a boy dog. I'm sorry.
You can't get a cut too short. That's
yeah.
Do not.
Well, they do that one. Called summer cut.
I had a golden doodle that whoever I might have been legally entangled with at the time insisted on getting it way too short.
Oh, I don't like that.
She looked like an emaciated Nicole Richie every time she come back from like at 9
A lot of barfing.
ball on the end of her tail. Yeah, it's stupid.
It's so interesting. We've got to get a psychologist on the air to find out about these anxiety dreams because there seems to be a consistent theme. Here's a good one. This comes to us from Joe in Lansing, Michigan.
Here's
Go
a good
Spartans.
one, suggesting yours wasn't very good.
It's okay.
Here's another good one.
A good one.
Yours was fascinating, Christy. Thank you.
Oh, it was fascinating. Yeah.
Sean, we love you.
Joe writes, I worked as a chef. I'll explain how work works, Josh. This person actually does things. And
You think I don't know what a chef is?
I worked as a chef for more than 10 years. I would have anxiety dreams. I would be working in the kitchen and all the food tickets would be gibberish or symbols I couldn't read. The tickets would be piling up. I would struggle to figure out what to do. Everyone would stare and start screaming at me without offering any help.
Oh, that has to be horrible.
These dreams they're kind of all the same. It's like
Yeah.
you don't know what to do.
That's what causes the anxiety.
I wonder why we have them. Is it so that you realize you can live through this stuff because you wake up?
It's your brain. It's your brain getting rid of the anxiety that you have in everyday life.
Is that what it is? Well, here's
That's what some say. Yeah.
Let me do one more. This comes to us from another Joe.
Joe Mama?
Joe K.
Oh.
Hi, good morning. It's Joe K. We'll have Christy of the News.
It's a soft K.
Josh.
Well, maybe it isn't. It's a Knudsen, or is it? Sometimes it's Knudsen.
No, Knudsen would be a really hard K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how he pronounces it.
He pronounced it. Well, I know Knut Rockne it's actually Knut. Yeah. But everybody said
I know the drummer in the Doobies was Knut.
There was a guy here.
Was Knudsen rather. Here we go. Here's the dream that I have. I'm in a car. No matter how hard I press the brakes, the car won't stop.
Oh.
I get that all the time.
I feel my life is running out of control.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, gee, I wonder what that means.
I always have that.
Are you serious?
Dream. Yes. Yeah.
God.
You're just stepping on the brakes so hard, and the car will not stop. And I had a psychology teacher say that dreams about driving are actually about sex.
Oh,
Is
you
that
can't
right?
stop
I don't
having
know
it.
if that's true or not.
because of blowing of the horn.
I don't think.
I don't know.
All these blanket statements, none of these can be proven.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's another dream
I can see, all dreams about cars are really about eating pizza. I mean,
who's to say?
Yeah, I can't prove
I
it.
think it's pretty safe to say it's either about sex or your mother. I would think that's pretty much a blanket.
Well, by you saying that, that tells me.
I was
Now
just
you're having
sitting
sex
here-
with your mother?
I was
Wait.
just sitting here
Thank you,
thinking,
Christy.
I can't remember the last time I had a dream that I could share with anyone.
Really?
Same here.
Yeah.
What kind of dreams are
because
you
you can't
having?
remember them, or because they're too crazy?
They're a little rough.
Really?
Same here.
I can give them titles.
Oh,
I had one 2 nights ago. I call it Redwood Forest.
I call mine uncontrollable sobbing.
Oh, really?
Okay, good morning. Good morning.
no.
Go on, make it a great.
You didn't have Redwood Forest or Diamond Cutter?
I haven't had diamond cutter in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
The sex dreams seem to have dried up for some reason. And now it's all just mayhem and work, anxiety.
You're gonna have to explain that comment.
I feel bad for you guys. I had the Louisville Slugger dream a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You know, the one where you
I have great
remember when you were a kid, you're playing baseball, you heave the bat, and then the other guy grabs it, and then it's one hand up there.
Oh, so you want
Except-
guys
the
on
other
your
guy-
tour?
No, it was a ladies softball tournament. I was just there umpiring.
Oh, nice. Hey, nice save.
I've got an even better one when we come back. I should point out several things, but I won't. Do we have a quick preview of sports? And I mean quick.
NBA playoffs.
There you go. All right.
Okay, good.
An 85-year-old woman is setting a track record. We'll have it.
Okay, good. Right now, I want to tell you about our buddies at the Silac Insurance Company. The market of late, let's see, yesterday down, but then up. It's very confusing.
The market of late.
Yeah. Well, for those that read, I'll just fill you in how this works.
Yes.
When it comes to your retirement funds, perhaps many of you know that your 401k is now a 201z. There's something you really don't want to have to worry about when you retire. Wouldn't you like a nice steady income that you? By the way, you can't outlive your money with an annuity. The annuity experts, of course, the Silac Insurance Company, well known worldwide for their work with annuities. Find out all about annuities by contacting the folks at Silac. Just for some information, SILACINS.com. The Silac Insurance Company, by the way, an easy way to get a hold of them is with your phone. You can call them by hitting pound 250 and saying lifetime income, and you will get some information. It's that simple. Pound 250, then just say the words lifetime income into your phone. Or you can shout it out into a forest. It won't be as effective, of course. That's why I'm urging you to do it with a phone.
How do you feel about when you dial in a phone, enter pound, 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 pound? How do you feel about that?
I prefer just the one.
Enter pound,
yes,
pound,
but I do prefer pound to the word hashtag.
I know.
Yeah, you know what you might prefer is the actual term octothorpe.
Oh,
boom!
Is that what that's called?
Yes.
An octothorpe?
Yeah, I think you should start saying.
Did you learn that in your fancy school, Mister?
No, that was
right.
Jim Thorpe's original Native American name.
Or you can spell out Canute Rockney, and you'll just dial Canute Rockney and see what happens, and let me know. I do like Octothorpe. The larger point here is, when you retire, how would you like a paycheck coming still? Well, that's what annuities do, and the Silac folks are the experts. Don't listen to me, listen to them. You can even go to bobandtom.com, by the way, get all linked up. SILACINS.com. The Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. Now, coming up, some sporting news and one more great letter about a really interesting dream happening out there. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend has a backwards spoon taped to the front side of his computer. I didn't know what it was, and I looked at. He said it was a gaming thing. I didn't know what it was, and it turns out it's to see if anyone's behind him.
Right.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Is this normal,
Yeah.
or is he going into some really dark areas of the internet?
No,
Well,
we can't say he's going into dark areas of the internet necessarily, but he wants to know if you're coming in the room.
yeah, exactly. It's like a rearview mirror on your computer.
For kids, yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Convex.
But doesn't that? But it's so awkward looking. Why not just go buy a small?
Yeah, they make mirrors.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do this.
The spoon thing just looks so
Unless
bizarre.
you're into cocaine.
Well, I guess a mirror is obvious what you're doing. A spoon, you can.
That
make
seems
an
even.
excuse.
No,
But there's no logical explanation for.
He just lied and said it had to do something with gaming. So she's
Is
like,
there a chance it does, and we just are unaware?
Like in case he has his headphones on and he can't see you.
Right, he wants to know.
scared.
Oh, there you go.
But again, a mirror would do the same.
Right.
Right.
But you can always
Maybe he's
army
cheap.
crawl in to try to catch him one day. Like, aha!
But I hate having someone behind me when I'm using my. It doesn't matter what I'm doing on my computer. I can't stand it when someone's in back of me.
And don't you instantly become the most misspelly person when somebody is standing behind you? Like you just cannot
You have
type
to take
right.
12
And then-
tries. Yeah.
I've been thinking of keeping a ruler here.
A ruler?
Yeah, so when someone grabs my mouse behind me, I go.
Who grabs your mouse?
Does that happen often?
Oh,
Who the hell comes over there and grabs
no
your
one.
mouse?
That never happens.
Oh, all right.
You must be talking about at home.
Yeah, never. Of course not. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that then?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that would annoy me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no way to
But
live,
that is
boy.
an extreme measure to tape a spoon to see who's back there. It does seem like you're maybe doing something odd on the computer if you're that concerned about someone creeping up.
Right.
But it may be perfectly valid, though. Also, you may have it again. It may be because if you've got headphones on, you don't want to be shocked.
Your opponent noobs. It's really loud.
Yeah.
You know, that could
I like
be.
Ozzy's idea of army crawling in, though. Yeah, take a look
try
at
it.
yourself. He'll never know.
If he gets really upset, then it's like, well, I was just being silly. What are you getting defensive about?
And then he can take a quick picture of you and just send you right off to the nut house. That'd be great. Yeah.
Now, Josh,
She sneaks in on her belly to spy on me.
Now that we've learned this, Josh, explain, why do you have a fork taped to your...
Taped to your what?
Taped to your computer screen.
So that I can eat.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Louder. So that I can eat while I'm looking at porn.
Why do you have a pizza cutter?
Oh, the amount of enjoyment Tom's
So that I
getting
can
out of
cut
this.
the pizza I want to eat.
Don't you have one of those big hanging racks like in a kitchen above your computer monitor that has the pans and pots? And
That's for the preparation of all the food I'm going to eat.
Don't you have a brick oven in the
Can't
bedroom?
waste time going to the kitchen
To cook what I want to eat.
Wait a minute.
What?
What?
Okay, we have, I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Could you focus on the big screen?
Oh,
my
goodness
goodness.
gracious.
Hey guys, it's some bitch Ed's out this week. He's at the National Toilet Festival in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
So no Ed Septic?
No Ed, it's me, Turd Wrench Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's out there in San Francisco for the Toilet Festival. Did you guys know that's where the Golden Gate Bridge is?
No. I think it's the Golden Gate.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, okay.
If you didn't know, Ed is my stepbrother once removed. And the once removed part comes from the time that Meemaw found us behind the shed and had to get the hose out to separate us.
I see.
Yeah, that was the last time we played Pipes and Drains again.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
It was the last time I played with pipes at all. Turns out that the flapper valve is more my speed.
Oh, really? Who knew?
Yeah.
Huh.
So basically, unlike that sumbitch Ed, I'm gonna fix your pipes and bang your wife. A small upcharge. I'll send you one of those cell phone videos when I get on back up to the shop.
Oh, nice. That's
All right.
exciting.
I'm gonna let you guys get back to it.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank you. Third wrench Tina.
Third Wrench Tina.
Wow.
All right.
How about that?
Good to know.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
People think China's listening to all of us on our mobile phones. Yeah, we Google something, they steal our info and get in our accounts at the savings and loan. Hey! My credit's bad, I can't buy a house, can't even finance a late model car. I wouldn't mind someone taking my name. Oh, give me a brand new start, yeah. Feel free to steal my identity. Steal my identity. Steal it! My mom, Catherine, her maiden name's QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my passcode. My pet's name is Fido. Now you're in me. Look at all the stuff we owe. I had 2 surgeries with insurance. One on the back and one for the heart. They garnished my wages, couldn't pay my deductible. Take my name, give me a brand new start. Come on, feel free to steal my identity. Steal my identity. Get my number from Social Security. 209-526-13. Child support's due, you can pay that too. Please steal my identity. BB, steal my identity.
All right.
Yeah.
Great, man.
Thanks.
My favorite part is look at all the stuff we owe.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
I like that.
Well, thank you, Pat. Miller Lite Party Deck. I want to win tickets. Well, I'll tell you how if you stick around. I want to win Indy 500 tickets. Well, so do I, but I bet I can tell you how to do it.
Who the hell's he talking to? Hi.
Himself.
Hello, it's the Bob and Tom Show. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby, Christy Lee, I'm Chick. Hello. Pink hat, Tom Griswold.
I argue with myself all the time, don't you guys?
Oh, yeah. I do not.
Oh, I forgot my keys. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. You're always forgetting things. Hey, why don't you leave me alone? I'm doing my best here. Well, you can try a little harder and focus more.
There's a school of mental health that says you're supposed to observe your life instead of live your life. Don't take it so personally.
That's meaningless.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's actually quite insightful, you walking turd. And
I talk to myself a lot, too.
Or I'll get up and go, I need to do the dishes. Yeah, it's been a while. What do you mean it's been a while?
So you need a dog. That's what my dog does to me. I woke up and go, we're having a good day today. He goes, this is my favorite thing. I know it's your favorite thing. You're my favorite person. Well, thank you very much. You're my favorite little doggy. Then yesterday he said to me, why did I get this foo-foo haircut? I said, I am so sorry. I've got to take you back to the groomer and get you trimmed back
Get
up.
him a flat top.
He could have one. He's got this big pompadour, but it looks like a beehive. It's very, very feminine for my little boy dog.
Yeah, mine's going tomorrow.
Did you take a picture? I want to see this.
Feminine.
No, I'm telling you could, some dog groomer out there could make some cash by putting, yes, I will do heterosexual cuts on male dogs.
Yeah, normal cuts.
Normal, that's the thing.
Yeah, not too short.
We need to be normal.
Oh, come on.
That's never going to happen.
If you guys would be a little more normal, this would be a better world.
Do you brush Bodie every day?
I don't brush him every day. Jimmy will. My son will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Now, we have to get to, speaking of pets.
Pat's done.
I was waiting for the interesting or funny part. Neither arrived.
Let me get to any part.
Oh, go ahead. What do you got?
Good point.
Oh, you got the go ahead. What do you got?
And then,
go ahead. What do I got?
And then he backed up.
Paula is taking my dog, Brody, to get his haircut tomorrow. And I said, please don't make it too short or poofy or weird or poodly.
And then what happened?
They're poodles.
It's not a poodle. It's a Cavachon.
A Cavachon poodle.
Well, that's a problem.
There's no poodle
Excuse me. I'm dying of boredom over here.
It's a breed of rat.
Okay. Now, speaking of pets and speaking of sleeping, and we were talking about weird anxiety dreams, this comes to us from, we'll just say WLB. He's kind enough to write, my wife.
Hi, William Lloyd Blair.
Man, I hope that's at least half right.
I know it's right.
This letter better
Why
be...
did you do that?
What do you mean? He writes it all the time. He's a good man.
I know, but now I can't read it.
Yes,
well, of course you can.
This is throwing his wife under the bus.
He wouldn't send it in if he didn't think it was readable.
You know how many lawyers are standing by now listening? I hope I get picked for this one.
This better be entertaining.
He's a friend of ours.
Oh, it's entertaining, Pat.
Huh? Go ahead.
In fact, if you don't shut up, I'm going to make this very painful for you. Okay?
Go ahead, Tom. What do you got?
William Lloyd Blair.
he's our buddy.
Or as I called him, WLB, to give a little bit of discretion.
Yes.
He goes, my wife sleep talks. Mm-hmm. She'll carry on entire conversations which make no sense whatsoever. Then she'll remember none of it. I can interact with her when this is happening.
No.
The other night, she said very matter-of-factly, manatees make terrible pets.
That's amazing.
Her tone was as if I had somehow said, you know what would make a great pet? A manatee. And she said, manatees make terrible pets.
She's not wrong.
No, I happen to, he goes, I happen to agree with that statement. I was wondering about her reasoning on the subject, so I asked her why. And she said, because it'd be too hard to dig a pond in the backyard. Thank you, William.
I enjoyed that very much.
The way you could maybe have a man is if you lived with ocean access and they could swim up and you could feed them and then they could swim wherever they want.
Which reminds me, I've always wondered because they say that manatees, the
cow of the sea,
old sailors thought they were mermaids.
Oh, yeah, right.
How horny do you have to be to look at a manatee and go, well, I wouldn't mind having a roll in the hay with that thing?
Hey,
I don't know,
man.
Out
there long enough.
Yeah, be on a ship for 2 years.
I don't know. Kind of a beef cadet, that one. Just saying.
That was his favorite. That's always been his favorite, the beef cadet.
That goes.
Well, William Lloyd Blair, next time, use a pseudonym.
My buddy William, he's an expert on animals in a way. So yeah.
In a way.
I don't know exactly what. I know he worked for zoos for years, so he knows a lot about animals.
That's a great name, though. It sounds like either he's accused of assassinating someone or he's a Supreme Court justice.
William Lloyd Blair. It is a good name.
I've dealt with a sleep talker, but kind of gibberish.
Oh, you couldn't really quite understand.
Well, I tried to follow along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a sleep talker next to me a lot.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What'd she say?
Don't touch me.
Bill, please touch me.
It's not Bill, it's some Italian guy.
Luigi.
Marconio, or I don't know what it is. We also have been asking you for phrases that you might have heard from uncles, et cetera, et
We
cetera.
actually stopped asking you, but you continue to send them in, and that's all right.
It's a long show, Josh.
Isn't it, though?
Longer.
This is from Chris. Now, do you want to shout out you want to shout out Chris's last name also?
I don't know.
That's Chris Dowell.
McInerney.
Okay. This is from his basketball coach. And I mean, this would be a whole subcategory.
Chris just
coaches,
things your coaches
he's just
said.
not applying himself. He's lost a jump shot.
He goes, there are 3 rules to live by.
Okay.
Now, he gives the coach's name, but it's such an unusual name, I better not say it. We'll just call him Coach F.
Right.
Coach what?
Coach F.
F.
You'll never guess his last name. It's very unusual.
Fletcher?
Okay.
Freckle.
It's not Freckle. It's not Fletcher.
What did Coach say?
He said, there are 3 rules I live by. Never get less than 12 hours of sleep.
12 hours?
This is part of a...
Okay, all
This is a tripartite.
Seems meaty.
Never get less than 12 hours sleep. Never play cards with a guy who has the same first name as a city.
Yeah.
And never get involved with a woman with a tattoo of a dagger on her body. Now stick to that and everything else will be cream cheese.
All right.
The best part about that is the cream cheese.
Yeah, that's the best part about that letter.
Cream cheese, or make a nice cream cheese potato chip dip. Oh.
Cream, cheese, potato.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought you sour cream and onions.
No. Take cream cheese,
Yeah.
a little bit of milk,
Well, no, you
whip
got-
it up. You got a nice potato
Cream
chip dip.
cheese and sour cream, and then dump your...
From Mark, Grandma used to say, sometimes you have to hug the people you don't like, so you know how big to dig the hole in your backyard.
That's funny. Sizing them up.
I like that very much. We have yet to get to sports, mercifully. Coming up,
How can I not take that?
we also have more. If you want to send us a letter, we love these. It's Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Attention, everyone except for Josh, who doesn't want to hear phrases that are enlightening and important.
It makes a long show longer, that's all.
Okay, it really does. We're all over.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. But in any event,
Where the hell is that?
just reading down the fine print.
I know.
So you set us up, is what you do. So you can seem omnipotent is what just happened.
It does say that fans of the most successful teams are more likely to have a lower blood alcohol.
Well, no shit. Yeah, that would make sense.
How about this?
What?
No.
Swifties drink more than Kansas City fans. They did that. They did that as part of their survey.
That can't be
Right at all. Swifties' average age are 11, aren't they?
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, all of a sudden this has been handed down by Jesus Christ himself that this result is accurate. You call the others into question.
No, I call.
God, I hate you.
I call all of these statistics into question.
I don't know. Swifties are pretty drunk. Yeah, that sounds about right to me, huh?
Greatness isn't given, it's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Scientists used magnetic resonance imaging to measure the activity of the brain's emotional center when listening to a pianist in real time.
When listening to a penis in real time.
A pianist.
I can hear the ocean.
When did they change that, by the way?
What?
It was always pianist growing up. Now it's pianist, isn't it?
You ever see a
probably
penis growing up?
Oh, never mind.
I saw one on a horse. That was the first time I saw one, and it was like
first time I saw a horse. When I thought, my God.
And then they also.
Louisville.
What's the old joke? No, I said a 5-inch pianist.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
What? No, what's the joke where the guy's in the bar and there's this little 6-inch kid? What? There's a 6-inch running around tipping over everybody's drinks. I don't want this guy's a 6-inch dick. Remember?
Oh, that one I've not.
Oh, you never heard that one?
They listened.
No, that's not the joke. You've got it completely
Let me tell you
wrong.
something. That's the joke. Okay? That is absolute.
We all know
joke.
nobody tells a joke like Chick.
What
Come
the
on.
hell's going on? The bartender said. I wished for a 6-inch.
I see. Yeah.
It's
Right?
There's a little guy playing a piano.
No, he's not playing the piano.
Yeah.
No, he's running up and down the bar, knocking over drinks.
There are two jokes here.
He's being a real dick.
One is about a 5-inch pianist, and the other is about a 6-inch. Yeah.
Oh, as I live and breathe, ladies and gentlemen.
You got a joke told.
I'll never forget these
Dr. Tom Whiskey.
these 3 really little fellas.
Yeah, 3 of them.
A little tiny.
Oh, real tiny. How tiny would you say?
They're called little people.
Okay.
And that first one steps up and he goes, you know something? I bet I have the smallest hands in the world.
Oh.
Wow.
Can you use one of your hands to turn
your music down?
That really help us out.
Ace,
Then
for
we could
God's
hear
sake,
the
turn
joke.
down the music.
Not Ace. You ding dong.
And so he sends it off to the Guinness Book of World Records people.
Uh-huh.
And he gets back a letter saying, you, sir, have the smallest hands in the world. It's official. This next little fella.
Congratulations.
This next little fella, and he's about this big. Yay high.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yay
Like
high.
Look up to your knee, Josh.
Yeah.
This is a small man.
Yeah, very small.
He goes, you know, I have the world's smallest feet. So they pack up that letter. They send it off to those Guinness World Record folks. And they send it back a letter saying, sir, you officially have the smallest feet in the world.
All right.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
And third fella says, how about I have the world's smallest male member?
Oh.
So they take some photographs with a ruler and stuff, and they send it off to the Guinness Book of World Record people. And they want to get it validated, and they're all sitting there at the bar, and the mail comes back, and it's got Guinness there on the outside. Oh, this is going to be it. I'm going to be validated to get that record. So the guy, he takes that envelope, he opens her up, and he looks at the thing, and he goes, oh, I have the world's second smallest penis in the world.
Oh, no.
Really?
Who the hell is Chick McGee?
Okay. All right. Okay. Very nice. I had not heard that. That joke had not entered into any of the jokes.
No, it wasn't anywhere
We were
near
talking
what we were-
about.
It was a true story from the Old West.
Yes.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less. Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less? It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear. So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal? Yeah, more or less.
So, how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Phil Real, Noblesville, big winners. You could be a winner too, so hang out with us.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Coffee this morning, hot, welcoming, and undemanding.
delivered easily, quickly, and efficiently by
Java House.
wonderful people at Java House.
I love that when you, those phrases, this wine, unassuming, and really.
Precocious.
Pretentious. This wine is pretentious yet overpriced.
I love it so much.
There's a hint of Firestone tires in it.
Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Let's go to a wine tasting and just do that. Just be those guys for a little while.
You gotta keep
Until
it up,
we're asked to
though.
leave. Yeah, until
You
they
can't get embarrassed or self-aware. You just got to keep doing it.
until they realize we are mocking them viciously.
But there are people that can do that. There was a famous episode of Mythbusters where the myth was that you could take cheap vodka and like pour it through tampons or something and you couldn't taste the difference. And so they had one of their people do it, and she picked out the cheapest vodkas, the best, et cetera, et cetera. And then they brought some wine guy in, and he just nailed all of them. But yeah, this is the fun. It was amazing.
I strain all my food.
Yeah, I don't really have that kind of palate. Speaking of a delicate palate,
through tampons. Yeah.
A question was asked earlier today, I think by Christy Lee.
What?
We were celebrating the fact that President George H.W. Bush took Queen Elizabeth to the Baltimore Oriole game May 15th, 1991.
Yeah, and I asked if she had a beer and a dog.
No.
Oh,
I
darn
did a little bit of homework
Queen.
here. Queen Elizabeth did not eat a hot dog.
Of course not.
It was the Orioles versus the Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, they don't even call it. What are they called now?
Sacramento Athletics.
I think that the Sacramento team temporarily, in any event.
They're called the Athletics.
It says, I think people there aren't doing that. They're upset about it.
According to the sportscast, they're Athletics.
Yeah, but the fans aren't. Well, we could argue about this all day until I emerge correct.
You don't
the
mean,
Queen.
You mean the fan.
That's true. I've seen that. The Queen stuck to her royal decorum.
Oh, okay.
Reports say she was served a refined meal in the VIP area.
Of course.
Didn't she have like a marmalade sandwich with Paddington in the movie?
Yes. Hilarious. This says she had split pea soup, Maryland crab cakes, and an apple tart.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of tarts, my daughter, the younger one,
can't keep her legs true. What? FDR once served a queen hot dogs.
Yeah.
When he had,
That was in the movie. I remember.
Hyde Park on the Hudson.
Yep. Yepper.
Yeah.
Were they hot dogs or were they bangers?
Wasn't she?
No, they were hot dogs.
Oh.
He made it a point.
What queen was that? Queen the First? Queen the First.
I love that album. That is the one that has
Killer Queen.
That doesn't. That doesn't have the one about fat bottom girls. I hate that song.
She keeps them always and
Franklin Delano Roosevelt hosted King George the Sixth. Fifth.
Fourth?
Yeah, fifth.
And that's
Elizabeth's dad.
Elizabeth
And
Dad.
Queen Elizabeth at his Hyde Park estate for an informal picnic, which included hot dogs as part of the menu.
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't Churchill, it was Roosevelt.
Hot dogs, beer. Yes, it was well
and
received
I said
by the
Roosevelt,
royals.
So Elizabeth was flying around in this scrotum when he was having a hot dog with FDR, right?
No.
No.
No, she was with.
No.
She was with him.
Yeah.
No, that was the Mama Queen, wasn't it?
Queen Mom probably was there.
That's who George was married to, right?
Yes, but the daughter was there too.
Is he the one in the King's
There.
Speech?
Queen Elizabeth was
What year
there.
was it? When was she born?
1939.
I don't know.
Yeah, she would have been born. She was queen in, 53 or something?
Yeah.
In any event, the point of this is the queen did not have a hot dog. And that speaking of queen, that song, I hate that song, Fat Bottom
10
Girls.
at the time.
Can you imagine how great hot dogs were in 1939?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
With all the tongues and eyeballs. And
exactly.
Lips.
Oh, yeah.
Before Upton Sinclair got involved and
you know,
there's no human in them.
Yeah. A little bit of.
You think they got worse?
A little bit of human thumbnail with dirt under it. maybe a few thousand random rat hairs. Yeah, all the good old days of hot dogs.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dear Johnson fell in the vat. No problem.
I guess we got a double batch today.
Yeah, going a handful of people get a tooth. They're not going to know what it is.
Queen Elizabeth would have been 13 at this event.
Nope, it's not right.
Oh, hot.
It was July, I think, so yes. It would have been quite hot.
You know what? Just like that,
Oh, God.
you totally redeemed yourself.
I blame myself for bringing up this stupid topic of Queen Elizabeth going to a baseball game. And the big controversy was that during the national anthem, George H.W. Bush was a tall man and she was kind of short, and all you could see was the hat and all the TV things. Back to Fat Bottom Girls.
Yeah.
Hate that song. And it reminds me of horrible nicknames, which reminds me of something that Pat and I were talking about this. Did you have a horrible nickname in high school, Christy, or in elementary school? You did,
Queen
didn't you?
Elizabeth was 5'4".
What are you
5 feet
laughing
4
at?
inches.
Queen Elizabeth was 5'4". What's that got to do with anything?
Well, what was your nickname?
I'm not going to ever say it.
But it
on
was
here.
mean. That's the
It
point.
was very mean.
Did you ever
And
have
it was my family.
have
It
a
wasn't
bad
school?
Oh, really? Even
Chucks Deluxe was my nickname.
I love that name.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
No, don't.
I need to get rid of it.
No.
It
Go
won't
ahead.
make sense.
Release.
And now I want this to be known that I know it.
Chick knows it.
And I have never said anything.
I should.
said it.
Okay. Why don't I will.
Fat Butt Terry was my nickname.
Fat
Butt Terry?
Fat
Yes.
Butt Terry.
There it is.
You don't have a fat butt?
I did when I was little, apparently.
It's not even named Terry. That's what's so weird about the name.
Hey, Pat,
At least
Terry.
you should have seen her. She was 2-3 bills at least. Oh, yeah.
When you were like 13?
Oh, I was younger than that. When I was little, like all my whole
As my
childhood.
mom would say about me,
You couldn't tell if he was walking or rolling.
Thanks, Mom.
thanks, Mommy.
wow.
Yeah.
That helps.
You know, there ain't much style in waist size 52.
Now, when you first
You're
started,
talking about style, are you?
when you first started going to therapy, when you talk about your mom, do you do the voice?
No, I do not do the voice. I can hear the voice. I edit that part.
I think it'd be nicer for you to do the voice for the therapist.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's important.
Thanks, Tom.
Get it out.
Get it out. I believe Pat has.
Not to mention amusing the
have a song about
therapist.
this?
Well, you know the nickname Fatty 2x4.
Yes.
You know where
Couldn't
that,
get through the bathroom door.
Right?
you know where that comes from originally?
No.
It's off a friend of mine.
Oh, my.
I'm a big man. My wife's a big gal, too. We have big children. Born big, then they grew. We want a bigger family, but what's a big guy to do? I can barely find my junk, and my wife down there is huge. We take a 2x4 by the bedroom door when it's time to make the baby. Stop it to my ass, start pumping fast when it's time to make the baby. We're not thin and it keeps me in. It's that sturdy wood that saves me. There's a 2x4 by the bedroom door when it's time to make the baby. When it's baby making time, me and the missus have a system. After many failed attempts, with trial comes wisdom. I'm so flabby, I need some back support. So I bought some strong pine lumber from the local hardware store. Take a 2x4 by the bedroom door when it's time to make the baby. Neighbors come over and hold up the blubber when it's time to make the baby. The wood is hard, holds back the lard when we need that baby gravy. We have 6 kids and we want one more. That's why they call me Fatty 2x4.
History explained.
I didn't realize the neighbors had to hold it up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you had like a couple of sawhorses. That's really got to be awkward. Hey, Lloyd, I'll give you back your lawnmower. Would you mind coming over and holding up on the right side of the
Grab that fold. Your wife grabs that fold.
Okay, very good.
Oh, you know the rest of Fatty 2x4 couldn't get through the bathroom door.
There's more?
So we did it on the floor, licked it up, and did some more.
I never heard that part.
Yes.
that part.
Yes, it's hurtful.
What are they? What are they doing?
He's urinating on the floor, or worse. Couldn't get through the bathroom door.
Ooh.
I had to do it on the floor.
And I enjoyed that Buck Owens Bakersfield sound.
Did you notice that?
Hey, the tiger mouth. Oh, that's
Tail is plain
very
to see.
good. Very nice. Thank you very much, Pat Godwin. That reminds me, if I'm not mistaken, Pat is going to be
father.
Pat is going to be at One Night Stands this weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Helping it.
Waterford, Michigan. No, I'm trying to get somewhere, and then topic change. I spent 6 minutes trying to BS my way into getting to the
We
topic.
worked together on that. We got to that.
Eventually.
I thought it was beautiful.
Every word I'd mentioned, there'd be some sidebar. Hey, Tom, I noticed you're speaking English. Speaking of English,
My first language.
and no one's better at going off topic than I am.
Yeah,
but my God. What was I saying? A one-night stands.
Yes.
Waterford, Michigan, this Friday and Saturday with Pat Godwin. Also, we have our little pop-up store at bobandtom.com. And this is real. I think this is the coolest shirt we've done in a long time. It features a rendition of the, what is it called? The Marmon Wasp, famous first IndyCar winner many, many years ago, more than 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Just a really cool looking shirt that says the greatest spectacle in radio. We don't really toot our horn all that much, but why not?
Why not?
Because we're not saying we're any good. We're just saying it's a spectacle. The same way the Hindenburg was a spectacle.
Right.
Sure, a disaster, but nonetheless.
Yeah, we crash and burn a car.
Spectacularly bad. It's a cool shirt. Check it out at bobandtom.com. And I'll also remind you, Willie G and I think Al Jackson, but for sure Frank Caliendo. That's happening coming up. Is that tonight? Are the guys in Toledo?
What is tonight?
Yeah,
Thursday? Yes,
yeah, they're in Toledo. Willie's going to stop by in just a few minutes, but
Well,
right
I hope
now
we're on the way to Toledo.
Right now, Chick McGee.
Speaking of Pat being a father, wouldn't you like a pair of Raycon Everyday Earbuds for Father's Day?
Now, do you want me to chickify this? I'll be you, and you try to do the commercial.
Raycon makes.
I know a guy named Ray.
Gift for Father's Day.
He was a nice guy.
Speaking of batteries,
I had a father, a great guy.
32-hour battery.
Did I tell you he was a clerk in the United States Supreme Court?
Multi-point connectivity and
I'm connected.
Quick charge function.
To a lot
10
of
minutes
people.
of charge.
I like to charge stuff at the store.
90 minutes of batteries.
See what it's like? You happy now?
I don't know if happy would describe it. And Raycons also have active noise cancellation in all the colors and a 30-day.
Oh, speaking of cancellation, our show's being canceled.
30-day happiness guarantee. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now. We got a deal for you. 15% off site-wide. That's 15% off everything at buyraycon.com. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I do love the Raycon earbuds and the Raycon over-the-ear headphones.
Oh, yes.
If you're traveling, trust me, get these for the kids. They can plug in whatever the electronic things that they've got, and you'll be able to drive in silence and peace. But get one for your wife, perhaps, as well. You can do whatever you want out of that formula. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Shall we? Now, comedian Dave Dugan has joined us here in the studio. And I understand you are in the process of downsizing. You're moving from your lifelong home to a smaller facility.
Oh, yeah.
By facility, I mean a home. not like
at last, a supervised facility.
Not the booby hatch.
Mother and I are downsizing. When you downsize, you have to have like some sort of cute nickname for each other. I call her Mother. She calls me, what is it? She bastard. and so, but it's a living hell for a hoarder to have to downsize. And then finding the place that you're going to move to. You know, everything's real important to everybody now with trendy fixtures and the backsplash and all. I just care about the water pressure in the shower. That's all I really care about.
Good.
Fair enough.
Got to be there should be a setting on a shower head called prison pose. Because I don't want to just get clean. I want to be punished. If I'm not getting what I want from that shower head, I'll taunt it. Is that all you got, Big Daddy? But when you downsize,
you want the Silkwood level.
Yes.
It presents a lot of arguments because of how much stuff I have held on
Accumulated,
to.
yes.
And I've got a story about why I can't let go of it. Everything's got to I've still got my kids from the baby gap and it's like what do you think you're going to do with these? Well, I mean, when I got them, I thought maybe I would meet a Chinese imperialist guy and he'd want me to have my feet bounded, and then they'd get so tiny. What am I going to wear? Oh yeah, I got those baby Gap kids that I can.
Handy.
This is I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to let any of you decide if you want to. This is
let Josh handle that.
This is a big one.
There you go.
Yeah. The last one.
Let Josh handle that. Josh is a good handler.
Josh can handle that.
Yeah, I can take it.
There you go.
Looks like a curling iron.
Hello.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
Yeah, this one's not messing around.
No.
And what's great about it, Sadie, it seems to me, is that you can Well, this hits everything, doesn't it? It's
looks like you could hit a fastball.
Okay. Okay, so you see that button, the button in the middle where your thumb is there?
Mm-hmm.
That turns it on.
Right.
And now the two buttons on the sides turn on the other features. So why don't you go ahead and
Oh, boy.
Oh, there
push
you
those
go.
buttons.
Oh, so it's like a reciprocating saw there.
It's alive.
So the one button controls the shaft of it, if you will.
Right.
Now, what's happening is
going
not
up and
only do you have an up and down motion
Wait
with
a minute, it is going up and down.
it's also turning right to left
Oh,
in
my.
the center of the shaft. So you're going to get that's going to work your
G-spot?
no, they actually
Yes.
the tip will go in and out as this does massage the Grafenberg spot.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, that's going to say
That's right.
That's so big it's going to be saying hello to your kidneys.
Holy cow.
Josh, the way you grip that looks like you're familiar.
Well, I
with
wanted to use my hand.
Yeah.
To feel.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's got the rotating beads right here actually
gosh.
stimulate more nerve endings.
isn't that interesting?
You know, it looks
That's a
kind of
woman's
like,
anatomy.
if you're trying to imagine this, it looks like one of those lava lamps.
Yeah.
That's right.
Has kind of a gooey look.
A gooey look.
Yeah.
Now, does the Grafenberg spot, does that have anything to do with the Grafenberg Zeppelin? Is that anything at all? Is it the same guy? Or?
I think the first woman that put that in said, "Oh, the humanity."
Oh, okay.
Now it doesn't end there. You see this butterfly looking thing.
It looks like a cobra.
What is the two little prongs there?
Well, these would stimulate the pleasure button
Yes.
of the woman, while the wings of the butterfly sort of stimulate the labia.
The
if you will.
vulva.
Yeah.
Yes, the labia, the vulva. That's right. Josh, you are so good.
Or Alexis.
I mean, this really,
Volvo, Lexus.
This
really works everything. I mean, you're not going to miss. You can't. It'd be hard to miss a spot.
Might be hard to get it out.
That that epitomizes busy.
Yeah. Would you like to hear it?
It's very, very busy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Buzzy. Now, what's the purple one called?
It's going at it.
That's called the Pure Pleasure Self-Thrusting Rabbit.
Barney edition.
Self-thrust.
It should be called the Home Wrecker because
It's really amazing. It's waterproof. It covers all your different pleasure spots. And what's fun is there's so much variety to it. The toys today are so advanced. They're so high tech. It's really fun to actually even pick them out with your partner.
Thanks, Sadie. Once again, it's ticklekitty.com, and it's whole bunch of stuff.
And follow me on Instagram if you guys would like, at Dr. Sadie Allison and Tickle Kitty and Go Love.
Wonderful.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less. Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less? It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear. So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal? Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Sorry.
Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin. Hello, there's Christy Lee.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
How was that?
what'd you do?
Sorry.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Tom?
Sorry.
What are you doing over there, buddy?
I'm opening my new...
it sounded like a gong.
No, it's a glass pitcher.
Glass.
What happened to the other picture?
Oh, you didn't notice the vacuum cleaner in the green room?
Is that what you dropped?
Yeah, I dropped another glass pitcher. It shattered all over the place.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was so the other day, like 2 days ago.
Like 4:30 in the
Into
morning.
the green room, and there he's got the vacuum.
There were shards of glass. When you break somebody, there were shards of glass 10 feet away.
I don't want to one-up you. I broke a glass last night right before I went to bed.
Right by the toaster. It's probably full of glass right now.
Is that one better because it has a handle?
Yeah, but this one, and it's real glass. I don't like using plastic.
Oh, no. Well,
But here's the... I just realized the problem with this thing.
What?
I think it's too tall to fit in our refrigerator.
Oh, you might be right.
Fit.
I don't think so.
We're going to have to find out.
See, because I can make my Java House tea. I put it in here, and then I can put the ice in, and get
You
it.
have a no sugar thing now, so you don't have the packets. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
would you hold that up for Christy and see what she thinks about the...
Oh, it's like a classic diner sugar.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, look at that.
This thing probably holds enough for 2 cups of coffee for me for my Java House
you
coffee. A
have
little bit of Splenda.
Splenda and Java House.
Yeah, there you go. Very
go.
good.
Yeah.
This gives me an opportunity to.
more
During the breaks, I like to open things.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry.
Well, none of us are doing anything while you're not talking. That means the show stopped.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There we go. Isn't that nice? I'm sorry. We'll move forward here. Speaking of Java House, they're going to be. They are sponsoring our special broadcast coming up a week from tomorrow. Celebrating the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm going to see the Vroom Vrooms.
What?
The Vroom Vrooms?
That's how I described going.
Have you ever seen them go around? I would never will forget the first time I saw the on the track.
Same here, man. It's just unbelievable.
You can't move your head almost fast enough to watch them go. You can't move.
Oh, I forgot. We've got a great letter about this.
Vroom Vrooms?
Kind of, yeah. Our guest earlier in the week, save me here, Christy. You talk while I look here.
Ari Leindyke?
What are we looking for? What are you talking about?
Ari Leindyke was here pushing his new book, which is
that
wonderful.
what you're talking about?
Yeah, Ari Leindyke is a great guy. He's from the Netherlands. I
tried.
And he...
You were doing a great job.
You walk us through the Netherlands. And
well, no. You just keep...
actually, you could help me with that. What is the Netherlands? Where's Norway? Where's Denmark?
Are
What's
they all
going on over
together?
there?
Are they?
Does Switzerland come into play?
No.
What about
No.
Sweden? What's going
Norway,
on?
You got your
Holland,
Sweden, your
Denmark.
Finland.
By the way, what about the
Finland.
Skarsgårds? Who are they, and why are they all in all my movies? Answer any of these questions, Tom.
The essence of this is this guy was watching a race, and here it is. In 1998, my wife and I were at an IROC race, writes Anthony. Ari was involved in a pretty bad crash. She came to a stop on the wall right in front of us. They had to cut the top of the car off so they could get him out. Just as they were getting ready to pull him out of the car, he pulled a comb out of his racing suit and combed his hair.
All right, Ari.
Wanted to look good for the TV.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you, Ari.
Chick, I believe the Netherlands is just Holland.
So why don't they call it Holland?
They do.
You can say Holland. You can say the Netherlands.
You can say the States. You can say America. You know, there's lots of different things.
Like
you
a
can go with.
quid or a pound?
Yeah,
right?
sure. I'm not sure. Who knows? But
we're back to that.
in any event,
Have you ever been to? It's why I still say New Amsterdam.
Oh, I said in New York? Okay, yeah, all right. I got you. Well, now, see, that makes sense.
by the way, our pop-up shop is up and running. We're going to have this really cool shirt that is not on this piece of paper I'm holding up. And I highly recommend you get one. It's a lot of fun. Now,
Yeah.
we have Mr. Godwin on the road this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
He will be at One Night Stands Friday and Saturday. And tonight, Willie G and Frank Caliendo at the Funny Bone in Toledo. Then they'll be in Pittsburgh for the weekend. But right now, at last, it is time to head to the sports page with Chick McGee.
We were done with sports.
We haven't even done sports.
You look genuinely surprised.
Is that right? Are we?
What is briefly?
Where were we?
Hey, what did Austin Matthews say? You said he
yes.
Did he mouth off? Or?
Austin Matthews, the Leafs lost last night 6-1, and Florida a 3-2 lead in the Eastern Conference semifinal series. And Austin Matthews has like a 6-game no goal in the playoffs, which is not very un-Austin Matthews-like.
Yes, it is.
And they you'll hear the question here asked him about the crowd was booing in Toronto and started to leave. Well, you'll get the gist of it.
What goes through your mind when you see some fans leaving or hearing boos in the middle of such an important game?
I mean, I don't think we gave them much reason to stick around. So,
yeah,
losing 6-1.
Good point.
But that's the hockey mind right there.
It is.
He's like, yeah. Why would they stay? I wouldn't stay. Would you have left if your favorite hockey team was losing 6-1? Tom?
Yep.
Oh, really? I stay.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
Depends on, then there's a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
I got dogs at home that want to go for a walk.
Right.
I have things I have to do.
Why do you bother even going?
Exactly my point. We've been over this.
Yes.
Stop going to movies.
Stop going to athletic events.
Stop going anywhere.
No, I enjoy
it.
I enjoy the spectacle.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you get to look at people and go, look at that guy.
I see.
Like, hey, that guy looked in the mirror and said, that's a good look. I'm going with that today.
Oh, boy.
Who likes bat dogs?
I might.
Not Batman.
But bat boys who are actually dogs?
Bat dogs. That's
I love
exactly
them.
right.
They have those?
Yeah, we love them.
Yeah.
Yep, and they have handlers, and there's some guy, and as a bat dog, he talks to him during the whole game. They had him mic'd up. It's adorable. But anyway, what do you do if you have a bat dog?
Yeah.
And right before they go out to pick up the bat, he poops by home plate.
Grab your bag and you run out and clean it up, right?
Footage captured during the Kannapolis Cannonballers game against the Carolina Mudcats shows the bat dog doing his dirty, filthy business right there next to home plate.
He must not like to call.
Once the dog finished and scampered
What do you mean
off,
foul?
an umpire ran over and scooped up the feces
Is that what that little brush is for?
with his bare hand.
Oh.
Now that's an ump.
Oh.
Oh, God.
A massive dump.
Hey, he's taking some time.
Oh, it's a yellow lab. No.
Oh, why is that like? Well, he's gonna wash his hands.
Oh.
His bear.
Oh,
He touched that gate.
You know how hot that dump must have been?
Oh, yeah.
That was huge.
He touched
I mean, it was
the
barely out, and he grabbed it.
Oh.
It looked kind of like a zero, a rugby zero.
Boy,
bar.
somebody wants to get to the majors. They're reviewing the minor league umpires. Did you see Johnson?
Man,
that's the kind of dedication we need. He'll take a fastball to the face.
That's a can-do attitude, right?
Yes.
That's what I like.
Will you pick up dog poop?
Good for him, man.
With your bare hand?
I pick up dog poop all the time, but I have the bag.
And let me tell you something.
Gloves, too? I'm surprised you don't have gloves.
It's an honor to pick up their dog.
I've learned my lesson. I always now when I go out, I always have 4 bags. I learned my lesson. Had the 3 bag.
Bagger?
No, not double bag.
bag
It's just
full.
when you get the dog on a long walk and they decide to go for the 4th time.
Got bags in my pocket right now.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, why'd you
dog.
bring in the full ones?
That's for me.
I wondered what that smell was. Ugh.
Tom, answer this question truthfully. Have
Yeah.
you ever had a bag of poop from your dog in your pocket?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. I told you that just a few weeks ago.
Have you ever?
I forgot. I was. It was raining and blah. And so I took it and I put it in. I was wearing a coat that had a bunch of pockets, and I popped it and I forgot it was in there. I noticed it later on in my car.
Those dog bags aren't perfect, though. Have
They
you guys
are
noticed-
not perfect.
Have you guys noticed they don't hold all the pee?
No.
Yeah.
They're hard to
As Shakespeare said, you're doing it wrong.
They're hard to get open, and your finger can go through them pretty easily.
I wonder what the
Yeah.
dogs would do if you didn't let it hit the ground. You had the dog bag.
Like they do in, is it Japan or something?
I think it is in Japan.
They
where
have that stick?
They don't let it. They don't. Not. It won't even hit the ground.
It's like a butterfly net.
I'm thinking if your hands are under there, like the
yeah.
dog is a center,
right?
They're not going.
Yeah.
I would think so too.
He'd look back and go, privacy.
Excuse me.
They must have a stick like a fish catcher or something at the store.
I have to turn the light out on my cap when they go.
Do what?
Oh, that's right. You have
your miner's cap.
Yeah.
Give them some privacy.
I have the clip-on light on my cap. Yeah, but then I turn it off so they can have their privacy. Then I turn it back on to go down there and make sure I get it.
Boy, how many neighbors? Look at this dork.
Yeah, my neighbors think I'm insane.
No. I have a follow-up question. Do you have any friends?
No.
That are close enough to you that you would even consider going out in the backyard and pooping next to them as they pooped as well?
Of course not.
Well,
why not?
So that's odd. But what about two stalls next to each other?
You're both pooping in a stall.
know.
Let's say let's say I'm gonna let's say I'm in a stall and, I'm going and you know it's me.
No.
You know,
Right.
No.
No.
You're not going in that stall.
No.
And you're talking about the poop. And
No,
who it is?
no.
Do your dogs just, do you not open the door and let the dogs just go outside in your yard? Do you have
Rarely.
Do you have a fence?
Yeah, but I like to walk.
I thought you were going to say I'd like to walk.
Me too.
well, you can walk, but you don't need to.
You don't want to walk without a dog. That's boring. You got to have somebody to talk to.
I do that every day. I got my Raycons. And
You know what, though? But that is the perfect conversation for him
Yeah.
with a dog.
Yeah, a dog doesn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
You should hear they insult me constantly.
How many do you have out at a time?
It depends. Usually 2. but not always. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show, by the way. Thanks very much for joining us. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and I believe we were in the middle of a sportscast. We just
Stupid world record.
A robot created by engineering students in Indiana has become the fastest robot to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Really?
The robot solved a 3x3x3. Is that standard? Or is it a 4x4x4? Puzzle in 0.103 seconds.
Whoa.
103 milliseconds.
We have the video. It's
faster
amazing.
than it takes the human eye to blink.
No. And it doesn't destroy the thing?
Nope.
What?
No, it's not a, what do they call it? It's not a humanoid robot.
I see.
Not like a robot that walks up to you, you hand it the thing, and it does Rubik's
Right.
Cube.
It doesn't have a face.
But it's robotics. Do we have that video?
The engineers.
Here it is. Here it is. Watch this.
Engineers at Purdue University came up with this
Boiler
robot.
up.
Ready, set, go.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's a series of...
Whoa.
I don't get it. What's the practical purpose for this?
It's the product purpose is the genius students that do this are.
Oh, I don't care about that. They're not geniuses unless this applies to our lives.
Well,
you know what I mean?
well, Josh, as difficult as it is for you to look at the big picture of virtually anything.
No, I'm asking about the big picture. Your hypothesis is incorrect.
I love the fact that you use the word hypothesis as if it makes you smarter. You see,
anybody paying to watch a debate between Tom and I?
No.
Absolutely.
We're all paying. We're all paying for it.
That's correct.
See, I'm sure that the engineering applied science, this will someday be applied to something that will affect
Which
your
is
life.
what? That's what I'm asking.
They may be able to come up with some kind of something that you would need, like a way to open a pizza box faster.
I was just going to say, I swear, an easy open pizza box.
A way to find a pizza box that comes with lubricant for masturbation. These are all great ideas.
Hey, I use that garlic butter when needed.
I got a hooker in there.
I mean, sure, these guys are super nerds, but these guys are geniuses.
Because they came up with it at Purdue. It's called the Purduebics Cube.
I don't hate that. That's pretty cute.
The robot is the invention of Matthew Petrohay, Junpei Ota, Junpeiota, Aiden Hurd, Hurd, and Alex Berta, students at Purdue University.
All right.
Congratulations.
Nice work, fellas.
Hopefully that machine turns out to be helpful to someone someday.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
possibly breaking into safes or something in a bank.
Oh, dude, you're exactly right.
Right, spins it around, boom.
That could be the biggest safe cracker, Tom.
Yep.
And these guys could be working on nuclear weapons. Who knows? I mean, also you have to remember, you don't want to make too much fun of these guys because they could probably get that machine to do something to your skull in the time it takes to blink an eye. We removed his skull while he was still alive.
I'd like to wake up.
Hey,
and your testicles are in that
thing. I believe if later on in that video they do it in slow motion, but I mean,
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this may be it. Yeah,
I mean, it's really...
It's the blink of an eye. Here it is in slow motion.
It's insanity.
The robot is doing Rubik's Cube.
Yikes.
Now, the robot, though, isn't thinking in any way, right? It's just they programmed how many turns and twists.
That I don't know.
There is a trick to the Rubik's Cube.
Right.
Well, in this
But
case.
still.
Yeah.
I wonder what it does, though.
This makes the Terminator look like a real dork.
It sure does.
Don't you think? This thing is amazing. But congratulations, fellas. I also like the ones that can do the basketball shots. Have you seen those?
Yes.
The robots?
Yeah.
The robots that can hit it from three-quarter
I didn't
court.
really like those very much because all you have to do is program exactly.
Well, and they're
The trajectory.
Yeah, but see, that would come in handy if you were, say, launching missiles.
True.
That's yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Moscow, how would you like this one right at the front door of the Kremlin? Oh, well, this guy can handle that for you.
Well,
Good.
I don't know why you'd say Moscow. They haven't done anything wrong.
Let's not start a war.
Well,
See, of course.
yeah, great. Our friends in Russia. Okay. I like the good old days when you knew what a commie was a commie. Now, what's coming up in sports?
The end.
Okay, good. It's good to know.
Do you guys remember the SNL sketch, the Rubik's Grenade, where you would pull the pin?
Oh, yeah.
And then you had to solve it?
That'd be fun.
That's all right.
Coming up, a celebration of how we were right about something. Collectively.
That means you were right, I'm sure.
No,
I may have led the charge. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Padres 2-1, bottom of the seventh. Why'd it stop?
Are you watching
check local
baseball
listings.
right
Hang on, I've got to put my.
Not check local listings. That's the game.
That's the Major League
the
Baseball
status of
opening game in Seoul, South Korea.
Hey, if you listen to a rebroadcast of the show, that information is very,
I see.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
reality.
you've thrown me into a tizzy. I'm listening to a podcast. I don't know what day it is. They just said the Dodgers, the Padres were playing. How am I supposed to figure this out?
I'll explain time zones to you later, Gilligan.
Oh, God, you're an idiot.
Yesterday,
Podcasts can be...
Go on.
Just podcasts.
Yeah, you're
broadcast. Yesterday, you were talking about S&H green stamps.
We're right at the end.
Writes Jack.
Hog off?
I was watching a rerun of Hollywood Squares. One of the prizes they offered in the secret square was 1 million S&H green stamps.
Whoa!
Valued at $2,500.
When did this happen?
I'll get you a jacket.
God, I hope they were already in the books.
Could you imagine?
I'm confused, though. Did you say that these S&H green stamps now they're worth $2,500? That's what you said, right?
No, it said...
I have no concept of time or where I am on the planet. You have to talk slow. I rely on my radio show to inform me where I am and what day it is.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you. You know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
It's very personal to me. I mean, actually, I'm feeling really good, at the very, very moment. I've had my cigarettes and all that. And, but this has actually been a pretty tough year. I think it's been a tough year for everybody. And my newest thing is that every time I get a piece of mail, it's bad news, no matter what. So I finally just put a trash can in front of my doorstep and just put a little note there to the mailman just saying, please deposit all mail into this and then take it out on Mondays. But so this is just sort of a song about that. It's kind of a sad song about my life. I just got a letter in the mail saying that my oh, wait, you know what?
You can't do this all of a sudden?
Well, okay, let me think it out here.
You have to redo some words? We can, if it's necessary, we can take a break and you can rewrite some of the words. Are you just, now, is this a Haywood moment? Are you forgetting them or are you trying to rewrite them?
Well, no, I got...
There's a content issue? All right. Okay.
I just got a letter in the mail saying since they didn't receive my credit card in time, there's a $40 fine, which would have been okay, except for that it caused me to exceed the credit line, and that's another $40 fine. Then I got another piece of mail saying that the balance due was drawn from my account, which caused a bunch of checks to bounce, $40 each. And the worst part is that one of those checks was for the DMV for my registration fee. So one day I was on my way to work and I couldn't find my car. It wasn't where I parked it just the day before, and then I got another piece of mail saying since the registration tags were out of date, they just towed my car away, which wasn't quite okay. I called them to explain, and when they finally put me through, they just made me wait on hold. After 40 minutes I hung up because I had to go to work, but then I realized if I don't have my car, then how am I gonna drive to work? So I got fired from my job. So here I am living in a box underneath a bridge in a quiet little town, and I take a look around and things are quite okay. I don't have any bills, and the best part is that I don't get any mail.
Henry Phillips. App, you could win yourself some very interesting things, including tickets to the Indy 500. I'll give you some details on how that's going to work in just a few minutes.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Josh Arnold, Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby's here. I'm Chick McGee. And Tom, our guest is back today.
Wilbur.
There he is.
Party time, 2 days in a row. Good to see you guys, man.
Willie G on his way to Toledo tonight. Frank Caliendo and Willie G. Is Al Jackson on that gig? Do we know?
He's on some of this run. I'm not sure if he's on the one tonight. We're going to talk to him in like 20, though, right?
Okay, yeah. We'll find out. But Willie G tonight at the Toledo Funny Bone, and with the great Frank Caliendo. Those some great shows. While I'm at it, I should mention this. It's One Night Stands.
Yeah, it is.
Stan is the Man in Waterford, Michigan, Friday and Saturday with Pat Godwin. Pat will be debuting a few songs. Should be exciting.
Patty.
Pat and I just arguing about his most recent song.
Right, the setup is all in the song. Doesn't need anything else.
It's a great song. I liked it very much. I discussed with everybody here. We all agreed.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
But Tom and I talked a little bit about it.
And what did you say?
We both said that it's funny and needs a lot of work.
He wants you to change one of your last slides to the front and
Dude, it's time to make the baby. It's time to make it. It's great. I mean, it's very catchy. We're all singing it.
We really are all singing.
Why are you moving like that? Is your hemorrhoid bothering you?
Yes, it is. You are a hemorrhoid.
That's a nice romantic song. You are my hemorrhoid.
So you think the 2x4 isn't set up enough?
Yes, you don't know what it's for. We'll get to it later.
You take a 2x4 by the bedroom door when it's time to make the baby.
Well, it sounds like you're going to hit
to my ass.
No, you got to.
right in the
you got to make it very clear that you're strapping it to your ass.
I make it very.
I couldn't hear you. I thought you were hitting her in the head with it to knock her out.
I'm going to hit you in the head.
I'm so sorry. Let's move on here.
If only you were.
Did we conclude our sports broadcast?
Again, yes, we have.
Okay, very good.
One of those mornings.
He just really doesn't want me to talk.
No, I do.
No.
And
He
that's
doesn't
my
want any of us to
that's my favorite shirt that you wear, Christy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you wear that like every other day, right?
I don't wear this every day.
I like a shirt. I'll run it. I'll run that dog. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Well, now what's happening in the world of news?
I'm going to make you happy because I'm going to prove you right.
Oh.
Max streaming service changing its name back to HBO Max.
Because when they did this, we all said, what are they doing?
Warner Brothers Discovery said it is rebranding its streaming service this summer. The Max name dated to Warner's merger with Discovery back in 2023, a choice that was considered odd at the time, as Max was or stupid, whatever you was a reference to the less well-regarded Cinemax network.
What do you want them to say about themselves that would make you happy?
Well, you spend years
feel contrite.
You spend years developing a brand. Coca-Cola doesn't change its name. There's a reason they keep it. HBO had an incredible reputation, of course, The Sopranos, the list goes on, and then they become Max.
Well, because HBO and Cinemax merged.
But it's confusing to people. The world of television now, I couldn't even tell you how many of those channels I have.
Yeah, I said
it's
that
so
the other
confusing.
Day. I wonder how much money I'm spending a month on TV.
I pop my TV in and I've got, 30 icons. And I know, do I have that one? I can't remember.
Just call Finley over.
I know. Oh, that's no joke.
11-year-old daughter, 12-year-old daughter, excuse me, Finn, and she knows everything and how it works.
I know. That's what I do.
Am I the only nerd that has a monthly spreadsheet of my expenses?
Yes.
That does not make you a nerd. That makes you financially responsible.
I'm sorry, what?
A wise man. Josh, I get a credit card bill and I go, oh my, I still have a Prime account? Jeez. Every month there's a new thing that I forgot that I was paying.
Yeah, and when I get the, hey, your Paramount Plus has gone from $9.99 to $12.99.
You change it on your sheet.
I change it on my...
I am really...
That way I can see my expenses each month. And
How
that's
much-
great.
How much you pay for TV?
Boy, I'd have to add that column.
But now, I used to be married to one of you.
Yeah.
And it didn't cause a divorce, but it was right up there.
Now, conversely, Chick, didn't you say on the air one day that you're not sure how many different
I have in the
Netflix
past.
accounts you have?
I finally got a handle on that. I have in the past forgotten my password, couldn't get in, started a new account.
Yeah,
I just gave up and started a new account.
But the larger point here is when they changed the name, it just got more confusing. I mean,
Yeah,
even the name Warner Discovery is confusing.
Yeah, while the company did not acknowledge a mistake, the move was loudly applauded when it was announced at a presentation to advertisers.
No, I think it's annoying now.
What? Really?
Now it's annoying?
Now you got to change back?
HBO Max? It's
But HBO is the name everyone knows.
I understand that.
So if someone makes a mistake and they realize they made a mistake, instead of...
No forgiveness.
I like it.
Zero grace.
Boom.
Like what I say, yes, I hired Josh.
I know. Who thought
Okay.
it was gonna turn out this way?
That's some accountability around here.
You have a spreadsheet. That's fascinating.
I would never have guessed that.
I bet my
I would have.
husband
Josh
does,
is
too.
amazing when it comes to money. He's very frugal.
Yeah, I bet Andy does too. He just doesn't.
I like to,
brought that out
Yeah,
yet.
we had spreadsheets, a whiteboard, erase.
Okay, wait a second.
Weekly meeting.
Hang on a second. Wait, I want to shift gears slightly here, Josh.
Yeah.
I want an honest. You're the only person in this room that's honest all the time. Do you have?
Are you kidding me?
I'm your kid.
You think we all lie?
Wait, just a second.
I mean, he's right. But why would you say it?
Do you have? And I'm not going to use the word spreadsheet because it will sound like a bad pun. Do you anywhere have a shall we say, a listing or a chart of your various conquests in the sexual realm?
I don't. No, I don't have a list of names
Who
or
would do that?
a journal or anything like that.
Oh, I knew a guy.
You just keep,
What?
just keep a name of the list of the names?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You knew
Pretty
a
good.
guy who kept a list?
Oh, more than
Wow.
that. Yes.
Yeah, no, I
Not only that, there were annotations indicating
Oh,
Like duration and quality? And
orifice, various.
no kidding.
Almost a Keynesian account.
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
Well, in the
I like it
80s,
very
I kept
much.
a journal.
a journal.
Really?
Yeah.
So you would say, hey, I had a great night with Linda, and
yeah,
we...
like that, yeah.
Wow.
And it was, we did this, and I enjoyed that, or...
Yes.
And what did you get out of that? Did it help you...
Memory. It would improve my memory and go, oh, I remember that. Oh.
All right. Is it because your numbers were so vast that...
It was the 80s.
Okay. So you're telling us you have AIDS.
And you didn't think this discussion was going to be worth it.
Thank you,
I mean, going off track like this.
Ace does not have AIDS. Let's not start that over.
Gosh.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I'm surprised. I would never have guessed that you would have this accounting sheet for
It's
your.
helped me a lot. Yeah, like my next I've got a couple CapEx things. Siding, I need new siding, and so I can look at those numbers and say, all right, at about this time, I can save up for it'll take.
Gosh, you are so good at
I can't
money.
tell you any. I never was able to tell anything like that in my life.
You have no idea.
No, it's the only way I can live. I don't want to know.
Who pays your bills?
Some things I don't want to know too. Yeah.
And also, I don't want you to know because then you'll know that I have an HBO account in your name. I've got a YouTube TV account in your name.
I don't look at my mortgage every time it's mailed to me, and I've asked them to go paperless, but they haven't yet. But every time I get it, I just throw it right in the trash because I know what I'm paying and I can kind of guess what. I cannot stand seeing how much is going to interest and how much is going to the principal. Interest pisses me off so much, and I get, hey, you borrow money, you need to pay interest. But if let's say you're paying 6% interest,
yes,
why isn't your bill 6% interest is taken? Why do they take it first?
Yeah,
it should be every bill you take 6%.
Yeah,
and that goes to interest, and the rest goes to
rather
principal
than the 6%
for the life of my mortgage.
On the whole mortgage. Like
I can't stand it.
Well,
yeah,
I feel like something's wrong there.
I feel like we've got the right guy in here right now. You might turn into a socialist. If we got this the right person to talk to you right at this moment.
Turn into one.
Hey, listen, I've got your copy of the Daily Worker right here. Oh, that's nice. A nice picture of Sleepy Joe.
Listeners are so
now, do you? For example, we'll be talking about a show. We were talking about Kate Blanchett.
Disclaimer,
in this movie called Disclaimer, a series of whatever you call these new TV series that are whatever 10 episodes. Is there
so confused?
Is there a name for them? What do you call the Sopranos?
Some are called limited series, but you can just say
The Sopranos. What do you call that?
TV show.
Okay, but
it's not TV; it's HBO.
Right. It's HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yes, yeah, there you go.
When you're right, you're right.
But I mean, then you go, well, what was it on? You go, I don't know. Was it Hulu? Was it Netflix?
I don't have any trouble remembering what at all.
I can't remember anything.
Well, and then last night I wanted to watch Righteous Gemstones, and I got on my TV, and it goes, hey, watch Righteous Gemstones, just right there, and I clicked on it,
Boom.
And it's Righteous Gemstones through Apple TV, and I had to buy Max, but I already had the Max app. That got very confusing for me.
Well, it's an odd world we live in, but HBO or Max is now HBO Max.
Correct. We're back to HBO Max.
Okay. and is that what is
Summer.
the
You're good with it.
is that what The Pit is on?
Yes.
Okay, but it's not HBO Max yet. They're waiting.
Max.
Well, congratulations to the dorks that decided to change the name and are probably making $50 million a year and abusing their secretaries. Okay.
Why do you have to name call, man?
Because they're idiots. Nice. Coming up, why you can't get on an airplane while dressed as a flight attendant when you aren't one. In the news, we are in the O'Reilly.
I'm a pretty flight attendant.
Oh yeah, by the way, yes, and they were cross-dressing. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah,
okay, can you introduce Carl?
Yeah, I'm Graber.
Yay!
And that's our bass player right over there. That's Carl.
I am Carl.
Yay! That leaves, of course, our drummer. And I am Barry.
Barry. Hello, Barry.
It's so nice to see all of you again.
Hi, Barry.
We've been on a tour of the world for the last 15 years.
Wow! Well, that would explain.
Now, how far have you gotten?
Well, we hit Lancaster, we hit Ocean.
Did you get
that
the
was
Shawana
98,
intercourse?
Right? And let's see, then in 99, we took must have been over
I
the
see.
Green Below High.
It's the Electric Amish, and
Then in 2000.
Okay,
All
right. We don't need the whole world.
We have a limited amount of time here.
No.
You asked.
Don't leave anything out.
So, fellas, I know you've got a couple tunes for us.
As a matter of fact, we've been hearing rumors. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. We heard rumors that your own Christy Lee is dating an Amish fella.
That's
That's
correct.
a rumor.
That's correct.
That is true.
She spends weekends churning selling butter and putting up barns.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. We've heard a lot of people bragging about dating Christy, but it turns out this one's actually true. He used to live up around us, and we heard the rumors, found out it's true, so we wrote a little song about the situation.
Oh boy.
With Brother Daniel.
Love to hear this.
People. Are you ready?
All set, Graber.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's an Amish man who is in danger. He met a heathen blonde but couldn't change her. Her name is Christy Lee. It's obvious to me. Odds are they won't be in church tomorrow. Secret Amish man. Secret Amish man. They gave you a phone number and took away your beers. We all told him don't date fancy ladies. You're asking for a one-way trip to Hades. But she must have begged him, please. Probably got down on her knees. And odds are neither one of them were praying. Secret Amish man. Secret Amish man. He's plugging in his tool now and stopped doing things by hand.
Baking maple syrup on a Sunday. Then reading news with Bob and Tom the next day. She's straddling both worlds. She's a half-cocked Amish girl. Christy Lee keeps begging for it both ways. Christy's Amish man. Christy's Amish man. He's filling up her pie hole. She's polishing his wood. Oh my God.
Well, there you go.
That didn't
Christy's Amish man.
Wow.
I think I'm flattered.
Sure, you should.
You know, that last phrase didn't rhyme. I don't know if you guys. That was really nice.
Whew, hope he's listening.
Well, he's probably polishing his wood.
building a barn.
They're a lot better than I remember.
The Electric Amish.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is into crazy things like putting me in dog collars and leashes and having me walk on all fours. Then he'll give me champagne out of a doggy bowl.
Yes.
I actually have a lot of fun with it. But now he likes to take me in the backyard to pee. That's still okay.
Tom, if you're not watching Tom, you're not watching the greatest show on the planet.
It's still okay if our backyard was totally private, but it's not. And I think he's gearing things toward to make it quasi-public, and that's kind of freaking me out.
No.
A, could we get in trouble for this? We both have good jobs. Maybe that's how I should tell him to stop. And B, am I being lame by not wanting him to go public?
Yes, you are. You're a filthy mutt, and you need to, the sooner you learn that.
So,
Tom, what's your problem with this whole thing? You really do look.
This is really wild.
Yeah,
it's going to get worse. This guy's
champagne in a dog bowl. And the fact that it's champagne
Yeah.
is really something.
Yeah, but she's into all of it except for it being public. Maybe
not sure she's
that's her
into
own.
it.
Well, she's acting like she is.
She said it.
Yeah, she said she's okay with all of it except.
Okay.
If it's for kinks, keep it in the bedroom or take a dump on his side of the bed, and then maybe he will figure it out. Like the dog is not
Well, I
happy.
guess we're done with this one.
Have you considered that?
Yeah, and then what if he rubs your face and he goes, no.
No, never mind. You're right.
Anyway, you're
bad dog.
a dirty little Bowser, aren't you? Yeah.
That's very, as Chick McGee once said, this sort of thing, a lot of specificity.
That is wild.
That is.
He's into, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, the answer is whatever, when it gets to the point where you're not comfortable, don't do it at all.
Say it.
Yes.
He stays on, the heat stays on, et cetera, et cetera. The Generator Super Center, more info on the way.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
hello.
Willie Griswold is here.
Big man.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Ace Cosby has returned.
Hey.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. Once again, One Night Stands is where you'll find Mr. Godwin this Friday and Saturday.
Waterford.
In Waterford, Michigan. Willie G with Frank Caliendo tonight, Toledo, the Funny Bone. And then you'll be in Pittsburgh over the weekend, then Philadelphia on Sunday night?
Yeah, Sunday in Philly, and then D.C. Tuesday and Wednesday, man.
Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. And Willie has our new T-shirt on.
I do.
He does.
Fits great. Looks cool.
That is really cool.
Isn't
And
it soft? It's nice and soft.
This is not to be mean. Usually when they get the new Bob and Tom T-shirts in, I go, this is great. It's kind of itchy, though. This one just rules. I love this
Boom.
thing.
Yeah.
That's our little pop-up store. It's only going to be available for another couple of days, so grab it while you can. That's my favorite one we've done in the last few years, I got to
It's
tell you.
lightweight, but it feels thick enough that you're not going to sweat through it. Nice.
Got a nice image of
You
the
wear it and you feel rich.
Marmon
Feel,
Wasp.
like you've made it.
I think when you wear that, for the fellas, the women come running.
Oh, yeah?
They go, oh, you
It is a magnet
You
for them.
like the show that is the greatest spectacle in radio?
Christy did kiss me in the hallway when I put this on. I wasn't going to say anything, but
I feel I want to kiss you.
probably blushing. Yeah, Pat kissed me too.
I think I'll say this. I didn't see that one coming.
Didn't. Now,
there are a lot of them you go, oh, yeah,
That's a season 4 twist.
Right? Yeah.
I thought he was the bad guy. Now, Willie, what about the stash? What are we thinking here? Now, how long has it been?
It's been, 6 months, I guess,
It
right?
looks great.
I like it. I might get rid of it after this
you're
run.
not.
I'm doing an opening joke about it, and I think that I have to have it to do the joke, and I don't want to write
Let's
a
hear the
new
joke.
Well, don't do the joke now. You give it away.
I've done it in here already. It's okay. It kind of scares you guys. I don't want to do the joke in here right now.
No, the mustache looks good.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
it
I
looks
like
great.
it. I think I'm going to keep it going. It does have little blonde hairs in it. Jess Hooker called them gray. Made me very, very sad and made me feel bad about myself.
No, that's blonde.
That's
Thank
what's that's marketing. That's right.
I'm just waiting to go through puberty. Let the rest of the brown hairs grow in.
It took me a while.
Great hair.
Now, Patty G, have you ever just done the stash?
No, I would look horrible. No.
Why didn't you ask me about that?
Because I don't want to embarrass you.
I just did this, and you guys let me walk around that way. Have you seen pictures of me with just the stash?
Oh, yes.
Back in the day?
I look like a porn producer.
If we're doing a bracket of bad facial hair
Yeah.
in this room, though, that mustache beats his goatee every day of the week.
I like that goatee.
I disagree. I think your dad's goatee, once it just came in and you decided to
I thought
shave
it made you look cooler, hipper, younger.
You looked...
For me to look hipper is hard.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You look dangerous.
Yeah.
That reminds me.
Yeah.
Tommy Danger.
Very scary.
The other reason I grew it is I had a terrible cut. I cut my face shaving like to the point I almost needed stitches.
I thought you cut your face with
not
your
the way I heard it.
wit.
Oh, I have a technical question.
Yes.
These jeans.
Oh, here we
Do
go.
they make your butt look big?
I
No.
don't even have to look. They're too short.
Back it up there.
They're always too short.
See how it looks like they're darker at the bottom of the zipper. Does it look like I peed my pants?
Yep.
Yep.
No, zippers just get like that. Yeah.
The way that's fading.
But I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I've had this issue. I now wash the jeans inside out,
That's what they tell you to
I
do.
take them
Yeah,
out.
they sure do, yeah.
Like halfway through the dryer, I take them out and I hang them up for the rest. I let them get kind of damp.
So if I want to get the part that's too blue on the jeans to lighten up, do I take it like a toothbrush and bleach it?
No.
No, you're just going to mess
Leave it
up.
alone.
Yeah.
But he's right. You should wash them inside out.
Hey. Take the bleach.
I don't know why you guys put glue down so quick.
Yeah, that's a. I would
it
have
on a
never thought of that.
So-
What a great idea.
Don't even get an extra. You just use your regular toothbrush.
Yes.
And plus, everybody knows your pee stains would be down by your knee. You've made that abundantly clear.
Thank you.
I can't believe. I'll say this out loud. I went to a bachelor party and one of my friend's dads was there, and he goes, "Hey Willie, I used to hang out with your dad in the '80s." And I go, "Oh, cool." And he goes, "He had a huge penis."
That actually happened.
I swear that happened. Off air, I'll tell you who said it.
Look how
but
proud
I swear
Tom.
that happened. That was the first thing he said.
I don't remember him from the meetings, but
Was he walking funny? Were you in Vietnam? No, I hung out with Tom.
How would he know that?
I've seen him in the shower. I've seen Tom in the shower.
Really?
It's, it's not gigantic, but it's not small. I'll tell you that.
let's move on. It's embarrassing. Actually, that leads to this next story.
You know, it looked delicious, is what I remember.
That's interesting.
This show is taking a lot of weird turns today. Have you noticed that?
Nobody saw that coming.
No, it's unbelievable.
Season 4 rules so
Boom.
far.
Season 4 is going to be the season.
What do you want? Where are you
the
going?
one about the shed.
Where Tom keeps his big penis.
The penis shed.
Oh, you want some of this, honey? Got to go out to the shed.
Well, this actually is kind of close.
A Georgia man arrested after he was found masturbating inside a display storage shed.
Is that wrong?
At a Lowe's home improvement store in Louisiana.
I thought that's what it was there for.
All right.
Authorities responded to the business in Slidell following a report of a naked guy inside one of the store's sheds.
Whoa, he stripped down.
Yeah.
So this wasn't just unzipping.
What is going through your mind?
After examining several sheds, an officer discovered this man lying on his back on the floor of one unit
Yes.
with
How's
his
it going?
pants at his ankles and an open bottle of Vaseline at his side.
Hey, is there wiggle room on the sticker price?
Look, I can stay here all day unless you take $100 off.
Fake cash.
In the midst of a personal pleasure session.
So the guy is obviously prepared because he brought Vaseline, and it gets worse. Keep reading.
The man acknowledged he had been masturbating inside the shed while watching YouTube. He reportedly had his pants at his ankles and the open bottle of Vaseline, and the man was arrested for obscenity.
I have a crush on Mr. Beast.
That's right.
Or was he watching home improvement videos?
Or Tough Shed.
DIY videos.
Tough Shed commercials.
Wow.
I looked at, you don't want to see the mugshot. You could, if you saw 100 mugshots, you'd said, which guy was the guy caught jacketed? You go, him.
He looks a little drunk.
Oh, God. But he came prepared.
Yeah, he did.
So what is that? What is the mindset there that you're in a public place? Is that the turn on?
I don't know
Who's to say
exactly because it's not that
definitively,
public if he's in the
Inside a
shed.
shed.
Boy.
Down an aisle in
I
front of the
always
toilets.
wondered if people got in those.
That'd be a little rough.
Oh, I'm sure they've had people
live in them in a way.
Yeah, I would think.
but also probably do it in one.
Do you think in these displays you see at the big box stores of sheds and things like that, there are people living in there?
I never did until just now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that absolutely on
I think I
brand.
would.
Yeah. If I didn't have anywhere to go and it was raining or something, I'd get one of those sheds.
Some hardware stores have popcorn, so you can just wake up, get a little bit of popcorn, walk around, do your morning walk.
Well, I'm still thinking about this buy for my my boss. I don't know. We're gonna buy 12 of these at some point.
Now, will they mark that one down? Hey, I read about you at the Slidell Lowe's. Read about you in the paper. Can I get the one with the Jackie guy? You know.
You knock $400 off it, huh?
The city of Chan Chan is one of Peru's most important archaeological sites, and now authorities are searching.
I'm sorry, that's Can. Is Chan
Chan.
And it's in Peru?
Peru.
Never would have guessed that.
Now authorities are searching for a man.
Well, no. My landlord in New York City was Mr. Chan.
Oh, God.
Really?
Sure, yeah.
Ergo.
Chinese
And
fella.
he was Chinese.
Chinese fella.
I bet you he wasn't Chinese.
No, he was.
I was just going to say, we got to him, he's speaking Korean. Philippines.
And then you go back to Tom. See, I told you.
We'll find out about Mr. Chan in just a second.
All right.
What Steely Dan song? There's a Mr. Chan, isn't there?
No, Dr. Wu.
No.
Are you with me, Dr. Wu?
Maybe.
You're thinking of the Asian cover band Steely Chan.
And that's how it's done.
Yeah, make me laugh at that.
I think you're exactly right.
Let's see now. Where was I? Oh, I know what I was doing. I was telling you about my buddies at the Silac Insurance Company because none of us have jobs anymore where you get the gold watch and we liked having you here so much, we're going to keep paying you. That's not going to happen. You got to take care of yourself in the future, and maybe Social Security, if it even exists then, won't be enough. This is where you want to do some planning now. This is where something called an annuity comes into play. And you can not worry about volatility in the markets, et cetera, et cetera. And the Silac people are the experts in the world of annuities. The Silac Insurance Company. Annuities are designed to protect your retirement. Maybe it's down the road a ways, but now is the time to get this together so you can feel comfortable knowing that you're going to be okay down that road. So if you like to think for yourself and think ahead, check out the Silac Insurance Company. And by the way, I'll tell you one thing. You can't outlive your money.
Oh, that's good.
The money's going to keep coming. Get all the details at silacins.com. That's SILACINS.com. An easy way to find them is take your phone and call, don't text, call pound 250. And the pound sign, sometimes called the hashtag. What's the name you called? Octoplex? What was
It's
it?
the Octothorpe.
Octothorpe.
Yes.
And if you tell people Octothorpe 250, they'll have no idea what you're doing.
Not at all.
And they'll run the other direction. Pound 250 is the way to go. Then you say the keywords lifetime income. That's lifetime income. Find out what I'm talking about and just do what I just said. It's an annuity. The Silac Insurance Company. Don't call me in 20 years and go, uh-oh, I'm broke.
They're not going to be able to call you in 20 years.
I
think your phone's going to be it's going to be off.
Well, I want the extended battery life because I want to be buried with my phone.
Oh, man.
I still want to do Wordle. Come on. You got to have a reason to live. That's the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have to get to our Chan Chan story. I
was just looking up Steely Chan,
Yeah?
the Asian cover band.
Yeah.
You know what their number one requested song is?
What?
Dirty Walk.
You were going to say Asia.
So did I.
I'm a fool to use your
dirty walk. No more.
I thought I was going to Asia too.
Oh, you know, but
It was too easy.
Yeah, we have a few minutes. We can probably come up with many other insulting Asian and Oriental takes on that.
And we have
It wasn't insulting until you said that, by the way.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Ace had nothing to do with this.
No, but Ace and I did play donkey softball.
I don't care about that. There was a donkey in this building that you and I were leading
was that
around.
I can never remember.
Mammoth Jack?
A Mammoth Jack.
Yes.
Now, is that considered to be a donkey or a mule? That's a donkey, right?
Don't know what the difference is.
Well, don't you get a horse and a mule to make it? Wait a minute. What is it? Horse and a donkey make a mule? Something like that?
I don't know.
All I know
It's
is
like algebra. I forget how it works.
his hang down was unbelievable.
No, Pat,
you could almost hear the mechanization start when he had to urinate.
a semi-famous woman who actually worked here had this gigantic animal
rack,
and it was the size. It was bigger than a horse.
Yeah, it was
huge. And we thought it'd be funny to bring it in the building.
And what happened?
And but we were concerned that it would defecate somewhere in the building. But we brought it in. We took it all around. We had fun with it.
Had picture behind the general manager's desk.
Oh, we thought it was so funny. And then we were having a great time. We were on the air. We were on the air, and then we Chick and I took it outside.
Yeah, and then
what happened?
It knew. Somehow it knew to go ahead and pee. Urinated, and it was like a fire hose.
Yeah, if
nuts.
We never even thought of that. If that had happened in the building, they would have had to replace all the carpeting and half the furniture.
What was its name?
Jack.
Oh, Jack. That's sweet.
No, I don't remember.
I'll have to dig it up. But we have pictures.
Find out.
Turtis.
Hey, Turtis.
There he is. There's Tom.
Look at him.
Yeah,
There I
there's
am.
Tom. That's the general manager's desk.
Huge.
Look at the size of that thing.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
You can almost see his dork right there at the back.
Oh, yeah. You can kind of see how it's it's real black.
He was like a prize mule, I think.
Yeah.
He's a handsome fellow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Oh, you mean the donkey?
Look, Tom, you're wearing the same clothes you're wearing that day.
He's got cargo shorts on.
Hang on a
Are
second.
those shorts?
Yeah.
No.
Same shirt, though.
Look at the gut on Griswold. Look at that.
I think the shirt's kind of baggy.
Whatever,
Is that my
Tubby.
belly?
I never knew you were a fat guy.
Whatever, Chunkles. What do you weigh there? About 350?
Oh.
You're over 3 bills. Look at that.
You're easily 350.
You guys are totally being mean now.
Well,
come on.
We had to be mean to get him to put the fork down.
Save his life. He's got a cow heart, isn't it?
So I want to just pause for a moment.
You look like you ate Bob.
I'm all the way in the back of the office. That photograph above the donkey on the upper right. That's a hockey team, Josh. I don't know if you can see. Every guy in that hockey team had a huge mullet.
Mm-hmm.
It was that era.
Yeah.
And visual and boring.
And the
now,
donkey.
wait a minute. You're saying that was a hockey team, and they all had the same haircut, and they
Unfortunately we don't have that.
A mullet.
Is that desk still in the building?
Is that desk still in the building? I mean, this is bad off the air talk.
Yeah.
We're off the air.
I walk out.
I'd be down the highway.
Now, Josh,
I have a tribute,
to karaoke?
Of sorts, yeah. What could ruin such a pleasant scene? It's more annoying than a drunk Marine. What's louder than a busted muffler on a souped-up car? What's irritating when you're trying to think? Oh, you know what sucks? When you just want to drink. It's karaoke night at your local bar. If I want to hear a drunk guy butcher Billy Joel, I'll go to a Billy Joel show.
Hey.
Not everyone's Mariah or Daryl Hall. Some folks were meant just to work at the mall. Pearl Harbor was bad, but the Japanese have gone too far. Oh, I'd rather take the pool cue right in the eye than hear some wasted dude sing American Pie. It's karaoke night, yeah, at my local bar. Who is this American Idol wannabe? Thinking he could sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Please pick a key. If I hear one more version of Friends in Low Places, some local cowboy's gonna need some braces. You ruin Uptown Funk and I'm gonna go and key your car. No Delta Dawn or I want a new drug. One more Love Shack and I'm pulling the plug. It's karaoke night and you are not a star. Oh, it's karaoke night at my local bar.
That was very nice. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom. We have a very special guest.
We certainly do. We are joined on the telephone by Mr. Jim Gaffigan. Jim, are you there?
I am here. I'm your roving reporter.
Well, now, Jim, first of all, in my hand right now, and I'm showing it to our YouTube fans, I am holding a bottle of the first, I think this might have been the first batch of Jim Gaffigan's Father Time, a special batch of Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey that you presented us with last year. Now, I know Father's Day is just around the corner. This first one sold out, right?
It did sell out, and the weird thing is like having your own bourbon. I should set this up. This isn't a money-making scheme. This is actually a way for me to have an excuse to try more bourbon. It's like every time these batches sell out, my partner, I did this with a buddy of mine from college, and he's all excited. And I'm like, but that means we get less bourbon. So but it's just kind of this fun project that I've done, and the whole bourbon world is, and I don't drink bourbon every day. That would be ridiculous. It's just at night. I only drink just two, and after that, I lose count. Jim
Gaffigan is our guest. Jim, do you drink it neat, as they say, or do you put it on ice, or do you add ginger ale? What is your way of taking the bourbon?
I like a big rock, it's weird. It's my bourbon evolution I like a higher proof. I used to I don't know what's happening. It's teenagers. That's what it is. It's like bourbon is the medicine for dealing with teenagers. I'm not saying alcohol is the answer, but it's pretty close.
Jim Gaffigan's bourbon. Now, is there a batch available, and where does one find it?
Oh, there is one available. It's at fathertime-bourbon.com. This is the middle child mystery. Each batch is named after, because I have 5 kids, so this is the third batch. And it's named after my middle child. And the mystery is because, middle children are always kind of considered like, oh, they were ignored. But it's like at one point they were the youngest. And so it's like, I don't understand. There's always kind of like, as a parent, you feel a certain tinge of guilt surrounding the middle child, a bit of the mystery.
Now,
so it's fun stuff.
Jim Gaffigan is our guest. The photograph on the bottle of Father Time, it's a gentleman on the phone. Is that your father?
That is my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
Who is from Springfield, Illinois. And some of this is, as everyone who's got kids who's listening is like, as your kids become teenagers, you realize your dad wasn't a monster. He was just trying to make sure that you didn't end up a serial killer. I adjusted my perspective towards my father, and I also learned from finding your roots that my grandfather, the man on the front of the bottle, he made dentures in Springfield, Illinois. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. He made dentures. But I learned through that show, Finding Your Roots, that he had broke this cycle of, my family has a long history of being coal miners. And he was the first one to kind of break that cycle and, kind of help my family get to the middle class. So he's considered a hero. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with coal mining, but his father had said that he could do anything but work in a coal mine. So I just think, he's the reason my father went to college and why I can tell diarrhea jokes for a living.
Hey, Jim, I noticed I should have guessed it was your grandfather because he's holding an old-fashioned phone and the cord isn't a curly cord. It's just a straight piece of wire like they had way back when. So this photograph must be from like the 40s or the 50s, maybe.
No, it's way back in the day. But the genes are strong. I feel like I look like that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yes,
and he's got those kind of old-fashioned glasses that everyone in my elementary school wore with kind of black on the top. But we're wasting the time of our guest, Mr. Jim Gaffigan. And once again, Father Time. I'm sure if you just Google Father Time whiskey, it'll show you how to grab a bottle. But that's fantastic, and I'm glad you're doing that. Now, what else are you up to? I know that you've got some shows coming up. I believe you're going to be in Cincinnati. Is that this weekend?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. I'm on my way to the airport to fly to Cincinnati. And I want you guys to know that, like, the night before, I always have an expectation of calling you guys because I get up and I try and get my teenagers out the door to go to school. And I'm so frazzled and bedazzled by trying to get kids out the door that I forget to call in because it's like I'm on the East Coast, so it's usually early enough. But, yeah, so it's just, this parenting thing is just way too hard.
Boy, is it ever. Tell me about it.
Why did I have 5 kids? I mean, I loved my wife, but I could have said no.
Now, I know that you're on a fairly extensive tour. I know you've got a bunch of stops coming this way in the fall. Are you doing any movies or anything this summer, or is it strictly stand-up?
I mean, I would love to. I mean, I've been... there's, the entertainment industry is so weird, right? So it's like, I don't know what I'm doing one month to the other. I mean, I love to garden. So it's like, I'm going to do the gardening this summer, but hopefully there'll be an acting role that'll come up. But otherwise, I'm just kind of going with the flow. And, by the way, that's another thing. Gardening is something that all parents of teenagers should do. It gets you outside the house, away from them. Since it involves work, teenagers won't go out there. It's a teenage-free zone.
By the way, a real quick plug here. Jim Gaffigan's going to be at the famous Taft Theater in Cincinnati. If I'm getting this right, it looks like it's going to be, is it Thursday, Friday, a couple shows Friday, Saturday, a couple shows, and then Sunday?
Yes, I'm so excited, because it's like, I mean, I love, obviously I'm Midwestern and all that, but I also love the fact Cincinnati's close to Kentucky, so there's going to be access to bourbon. Like, I have a collection of bourbon. Some collections are impressive, but a bourbon collection is just concerning, right? You just
Sure.
look like someone who's really got a problem. So I don't know. I'm excited about that.
Also, Jim, I don't know if you know this or not, but the Taft Theater in Cincinnati is the fattest theater. If you knew that.
It brought the tub to the White House.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Jim Gaffigan is our guest. A very fine man, one of America's finest comedians, if not the world's.
He just, a recent movie of his, Linoleum, with Tony Shalhoub is on the page right now, and it's wonderful. I don't know how it it's really a great movie. Check that out.
And serious acting, Jim's great in the movie Chappaquiddick.
Oh, yeah.
Among many others. How many teenagers are they currently in the teen sphere right now? How many of your 5 kids?
My 5 kids are aged 12 to 21, and I feel like I'm living in a psych ward. They're just, what I can't get used to? I know it's developmentally appropriate for them to kind of test boundaries, but it really comes down to they're stealing my stuff, right? Everything that is mine is suddenly theirs. Even though I've said, don't touch my stuff, they just take it. I'll turn around and I'll be like, why is my son wearing my coat? Why is my 15-year-old daughter wearing my blue jeans? Where are my socks? Why am I sticking this gun in my mouth?
Jim, before we let you go, have you had if you have a 21-year-old, have you had the bourbon discussion with them? Did you sit down and discuss how a man should drink and how to be careful, et cetera, et cetera?
Well, it's a daughter, but yeah, no.
Oh.
But, the thing is like the whole myth of them, not drinking till 21. But yeah, definitely have that discussion. And that's the problem. It's like most of my parenting experience, my kids didn't even think I drank, and now I have my own bourbon. It's pretty bizarre.
Well, Jim, it's always a great pleasure speaking to you. I also want to mention everybody going to Las Vegas. Jim Gaffigan, starting May 28th on Wednesday, is going to be in Las Vegas for several days at the Encore Theater. And you can always just Google the name Gaffigan. It shows you where he's going to be. And we always look forward to talking to you, Jim. Just such a great pleasure. And I also enjoying seeing you on CBS This Morning on occasion.
Thanks so much, you guys.
Kind of Andy Rooneying it up.
Funny, but I really appreciate this, the whole staying there at Bob and Tom. It's like, I get to travel around doing stand-up, and I don't take for granted that you guys were really instrumental in getting people out there so that they can appreciate my diarrhea jokes. I appreciate it.
Well, you're very welcome, Jim. But next time, please go through the proper channels. Don't just call us.
Frazzled and bedazzled.
And and you could always send us some of the bourbon, for God's sake.
I appreciate your bourbon.
The reason you have that bottle is I sent it to
That's
you.
right.
That's right.
He sent us. the
No, I
bourbon.
stole this.
Mine's almost
I was with
gone.
one of his Jim's kids, and my dad's name's on it. We're taking it for free. Jim Gaffigan, always a great pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jim.
Love you, Jim.
Thank you. Take care.
You too, Jim. See you, man.
Oh, God, what a great guy.
One of the hardest I've ever laughed for an hour straight. Seeing him live.
And such a nice person. And if you know anything about his real life, I mean, his wife had a very serious issue, and they got through it, and all is well. So,
Yeah.
wow, but he's doing all those shows in Cincinnati this weekend. That's great.
I mean, and that middle child thing he said is true. There's like so much guilt around the middle kid. I mean,
Is
Dad,
there? Yeah?
you have so much guilt. I'm in studio this morning. I mean, it works out okay for us.
There. Wow.
You got to share bedrooms. They put you in the hallway on vacation, but yeah, you got to hang out.
Don't put baby in the hallway. What are you talking about?
If you're just joining us, hello. If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Joining us in the studio right over there, it's Willie G. Willie G on stage tonight in Ohio.
In Toledo. There's like 10 tickets left. You guys want to come out? There's a link in my Instagram bio at Willie.Griswold. Me, Frank, going to be a party, man.
Oh, it will be.
Frank Caliendo, Willie G. And it's at the Funny Bone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then Pittsburgh, Friday, Saturday.
Yep, Pittsburgh at a Funny Bone, I believe, and then Helium, Philly, and the DC Improv next Tuesday and Wednesday. Going to be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Our nation's capital. Have you been to Washington, D.C. much?
Not since my 8th grade field trip, but I do watch National Treasure quarterly. I like to get that in every few months.
Good movie.
So I'm probably going to mess around, check out the Declaration, see what's going on in Congress.
Yeah, it's cool. I love one.
See what's on the back of it.
Get my finger on the pulse.
I went in
Great treasure.
I went in
Try to
8th
steal
grade.
it, though.
I went to Washington, D.C. in 8th grade, and they took us to the FBI building.
Yeah?
And I'm not joking when I say this. Part of the tour, the guy takes out a submachine gun, the old-fashioned kind, and they shoot it.
What? Really?
Yeah, I don't know if they still do that. They probably don't.
There's no way they do that.
Yes.
Do that.
We'll get an email from someone that I absolutely swear this happened.
At a Target practice
Yeah,
place, right?
they had one of those things with a guy in the shape of the silhouette of a man.
Yeah.
Well, you made it sound like you were in a hallway somewhere. And he took out a submachine gun.
I mean, something similar does happen now, but now it's the students teaching the FBI.
Right. Yeah.
See, my car's ready.
There you go. Yeah.
I thought the AIDS joke was edgy.
It's just harder than Call of Duty, I guess.
Yeah, I remember. That's all I remember about the. There's one other thing I remember.
That in the magazine.
Yeah, I was going to say Chick will get mad if I bring it up.
No, it's fine.
We all know the magazine.
I forget the song though. I don't really.
Oh yeah, you do.
The song was. I'll tell you, Willie. It was our first. It was our first outing away from our parents.
Oh yeah.
We took a bus to Washington D.C.
Wow.
And you had roommates. And one of them was a guy who was sort of advanced in his maturity. He was in the eighth.
Billy Osher?
In the 8th grade. No, the Billy Osher was my next door neighbor. This was his. I'll just give his. I can't give his real name because he owns a car dealer and it's in his name. Anyway, his first name was John.
Okay, John.
I'll give you that much. And he looked 25 when he was 14.
Right.
Okay.
And he went down to the lobby of the hotel and he bought a girly magazine, or what we thought was a girly magazine.
Girly magazine.
And it was called Western Nudist. And so at the time, there was a song that was kind of famous called Western Union.
I'm aware, yeah, you sing it constantly.
Western Union. Great song.
Great song.
Oh, yeah. And
Real toe tapper.
So we call. So whenever I hear that, I would think of Western Nudist.
Okay.
And we were looking at the magazine together. Four guys sort of looking at this thing, and wide-eyed. And our escort, I can remember his name, Mr. Will.
Yeah, Mr. Will.
Knocked at the door, and
You bought an escort?
George Will was your escort?
not George.
He named after him?
Wow.
He confiscated our magazine,
Oh man.
but I'll never forget it. And then someone a few years ago sent me a copy
of Western Nudist.
No way. I have it somewhere in my office.
Woman in a cowboy hat? Or what's the Western connection?
It was these nudie camps out
California
west,
and they were very free, and they really pushed the family.
Yeah, that's the creepiest thing. Is the family aspect of it. I mean, I'm sure there are people that are okay with that. I thought it was super creepy, but we didn't look at the families. We were looking at the
mama,
the single ladies. Yeah. But thank you very much, Mr. Will. But now we have time for nothing. Is what we have time for.
Yeah, we'll be back. We've got time to do stuff.
Okay, we have a lot of stuff to do coming up. Can you give me a quick teaser of what we're going to do when we come back?
Yeah, we have a guy boarding a flight dressed as a flight attendant.
Nothing for me today.
As a female flight attendant.
That's right.
Yes.
Make sure you put your mask on before your child.
or me.
And a very interesting story about Burt Ward.
Oh, yeah.
Robin?
Yes.
This is unbelievable.
Yes.
I had heard this rumor forever.
Yeah.
And I actually found a story about it.
Oh, he's got a
It's interesting. Pow, zap, etc. I want to tell you about. It sounds like a blues song. I want to tell you about my coffee.
Wow.
Ba-bum.
It's called Java House. It comes in a little thing like, what do you call it? I was on my way. I was halfway there.
Just peel and pour.
It's gonna peel and pour.
Pod.
It's amazingly smooth. Now, coming up, we actually have the real blues song coming up about Java House because Java House is sponsoring our special broadcast coming up a week from tomorrow. Carb Day, brought to you by Java House. Be looking for that Java House car in the Indy 500 and the Splenda car. I'll tell you all about that. But right now I'm telling you about what Java House is and what it is. It's the revolution in coffee and the revolution in beverages. Perhaps at your office you've got that thing. We call it the green room here. You may call it the coffee room, the canteen, whatever it might be.
The break room.
The break
room.
If you work somewhere and it's called the canteen,
you are caught in a time warp.
That's right.
And it's 1953.
Looking at a copy of Western Nudist.
Hey, would you like to share a sandwich in the canteen? What the
I've got
hell?
bologna and hot mustard.
Just because we called it that at the school.
And by the way, have I told you? Oh, you kid. Okay.
Once again, the benefits of a classical education. Java House, it comes in, this is like a ramekin. What's the best word to describe this?
Not that one. Well, ramekins a good word.
it looks like a K-cup, but it's
not
bigger.
Yeah, it's a hair bigger than a K-cup. And Java House is all about instantly getting your coffee. Take some hot water, pour this in hot coffee, or perhaps pour this into a nice thing of ice water, and you've got iced coffee. In my hand, I'm holding the Java House Amazingly Smooth Cold Brew Colombian. Once again, cold brew, I didn't know this. Cold brew is the way the coffee is made to take out the bitterness, and you can have cold brew hot or cold.
Course, yeah.
I was very confused about that, but you can see why. It's fundamentally a difficult road to go down.
You're you.
Mm-hmm.
They teach you that in the canteen.
This may be the least informative announcement I've ever made. I will say a special hello to Office H2O. I love our new water system, and I'm not kidding.
In our canteen.
It's great. It's in our break room.
That's right.
To put it in common terms for the common folk.
I know that hurts you.
You press the button, hot water. It's amazing. You press the button, fizzy water. It's amazing. You press the button, water ready for your a glass of water. Now, I want to get
ready for your glass of water.
Boy, what a salesman.
And remember, you can watch one program and record another. Don't ever forget.
And Java House is not changing their name to Java House Max or HBO.
No, but they're changing who does these commercials.
I hope so.
They are. Yeah. You've never seen so many people making so many phone calls.
Java House, by the way, get 25% off your first order by going to javahouse.com. See what I'm talking about if you use the code Bob and Tom. That's Bob and Tom, just one long word, BOBANDTOM. Java House, the official coffee. Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. That is an announcement for the ages. They're going to want to. We have to. Someone edit that and erase most of it. Thank you. We're coming right back from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. During these commercial breaks, I get to enjoy some quiet time here in the studio. That's right. That's because while everyone else is in the break room waiting in line for that dirty old coffee machine, I'm enjoying some Josh time. Yes, just me and my Java House Peel and Pour pod. That's right. The rest of them can spend the next 6 minutes fighting over who gets to drink from that outdated technology. Not me. I just grab my favorite Java House pod, peel back the lid like so, pour it into my hot water here, and the rest of the break is just Josh and his amazingly smooth coffee. Barista quality. That's it. No muss, no fuss, no brewer required. Smooth as can be.
Hey, Josh, sorry I'm late. I was standing behind all those guys at the coffee machine. They're blocking my way.
Yeah, go figure, huh? Isn't it time you broke up with your brewer? Get started at javahouse.com and use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, boy.
There we go.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, hey, everybody. It's Jeff Oskey here from the Annals of the Bob and Tom Library.
It's Annals, Jeff.
Oh, did I mispronounce that?
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah. No problem.
While I was doing some research the other day, I came across, and I don't think Tom even remembered writing this, but I came across the self-help book that Tom once wrote.
Oh, really?
Called There's My Way or the Wrong Way.
Oh, look at that.
The
Nice.
Tom Griswold story.
Hot dog.
There's even some blurbs on the back. Let's take a look at these real quick.
Look how thick that is.
That's quite a book. It's 1,942 chapters.
Wow.
That's
What a tome.
How much advice Tom has.
Well, I hadn't finished it yet.
Okay. Here's some of the blurbs. It's good, but not as good as my joke book, says Kiss fan Ace Cosby. Media darling Christy Lee says, I want to be there when Tom records the audiobook so I can interrupt him every 5 seconds. If Tom tells me I like the book, then I like the book, says musician Pat Godwin. And global sensation Chick McGee says, get the F away from me right now. Let's take you guys want to hear a few excerpts from Tom's?
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
This is my self-help book.
This is your self-help book. Let's read a few excerpts. Chapter 1. Well, I can't see you, and I've never met you. I can tell without a doubt you could probably use a haircut. And not one of those Hitler Youth of Tomorrow haircuts. A good old-fashioned, parted on the side American haircut.
There we go.
You look like someone who would buy a self-help book. Chapter 62.
Okay.
Life's problems. No matter how privileged your life is, you're bound to encounter problems. Some problems will be easier to resolve than others, but I've found throughout my years the best way to handle problems is by throwing money at them. Don't have money? You better get some, because you're going to need a lot of it. They say mo money, mo problems. But what they should have said was mo problems? You need mo money.
Here.
Very astute.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that one.
Chapter 114, Confrontation. Like you, the reader, I'm no fan of confrontation, so my advice to you is avoid it at all costs. There is no room for pride when it comes to avoiding confrontation. Put in your Raycon earbuds and pretend you're on with your doctor. You can't stoop too low. Tell them you'd love to talk to them soon, but you're running late to a funeral. Sure, they might not be happy, but you are. And that's all that really matters.
Sound advice.
This actually isn't
It's good.
This is not far off.
Chapter 956, The Problem Is You. If you're depressed or have anxiety or down and lonely, remember the problem is always you. You are the problem each and every time. Not me. I'm never the problem. You are the problem. Until you take ownership of that, you will always have problems because you are you.
I haven't read any of this, and I want to read more.
And in conclusion,
the end. I did.
I'm a genius, and you're all a bunch of incompetent buffoons. That means ridiculous but amusing. Now go out and make it a great day.
Beautiful. My new book.
Look forward to its publication.
Oh, we have Gianmarco Ceresi.
Hello.
How did I do?
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Now, where did you grow up?
I grew up Maryland, Potomac, Maryland.
Okay.
Not in Italy? Darn it.
I know. I'm much more Jewish than I am Italian, just to get that out there.
So what? So Dad was Italian?
Dad's like a little Italian.
Okay.
Like a little. And Mom's just Jewish. And they gave me this name. And when my dad raised me, he acted like I was 100% Italian.
Oh.
And I did, the DNA. And it's I guess in like the 1930s, my great-grandpa Luigi, his real name, my great-grandpa Luigi, and my great-grandma Donkey Kong, they immigrated here. Little island of Nintendo.
Nintendo.
For a second, you thought it was real. You're like, you're Sicily, yes.
So would they call you like John Carlos Sarasso?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, my dad, he was like, he was a fighter. He would, punch people, and they called him Crazy Ceresi.
Oh.
Okay. And that's how I know I'm different, because when I was in high school, people just called me Ceresi So Gazy.
Oh.
That's what I got.
See, kids are so nice. Okay, thank you very much. Well, let's see. We're about 10 or 15 minutes away from starting something we call Pit Stop Payday from Q95. Your shot at $1,000 an hour.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Pat Godwin's here.
Hello.
Willie Griswold there.
Hey, good morning, man.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
I'm Chick, and hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Hello, sir.
Let's see now. A couple quick things. Willie G wearing the new Bob and Tom celebratory T-shirt featuring the Marmon Wasp. That is a really cool shirt. I really like that.
Nice.
Our pop-up store is, they call it that because it's not going to be around long. So if you're a fan, you'll want to grab that one. That's my favorite shirt from the last few years. I really like that one.
It looks cool, man. I'm happy about it.
You can find that at bobandtom.com. Let's see, what else? Oh, I know. Mr. Jim Gaffigan, just got off the phone with Jim Gaffigan. He's going to be in Cincinnati, the Taft Theater, all weekend, starting tonight for some great live stand-up comedy. Speaking of the great state of Ohio, in Toledo, Ohio, it will be Willie G and Frank Caliendo tonight only. And then, let's see, where are we going next? Oh, we're going to Michigan with Pat Godwin at One Night Stands, STAN''S, in Waterford, Michigan, Friday and Saturday.
Yipper.
You'll be doing that new version of that song he did this morning for us now that he's changed it around. We have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
A groom-to-be was nearly barred from boarding a flight for his bachelor party because he was dressed as a female flight attendant.
Oh, I see.
According to the UK Express, Mr. Joe Vale donned a navy and yellow women's air crew-style outfit and completed the look with a Ryanair-style lanyard. He reportedly passed through security checks in the getup and was drinking with his buddies prior to the flight to Portugal when security guards approached the group.
Well, now that's a bachelor party.
And told Mr. Vale he could not get on his flight because he was, quote, impersonating an airline crew.
I get that.
A supervisor.
I kind of don't.
What do you mean?
If it's clearly a guy and he's part of a party just wearing that, he should be allowed on. He's not going to pretend like
let me just play devil's advocate here. In today's world, it would be perfectly possible to see someone who could possibly be transitioning.
No, I get that. But he's going to stay in his seat.
I don't know. I think in the event of an emergency, I don't know. I just
pretty funny.
A supervisor eventually arrived, and the group said, told the group they could board, provided they hand over the lanyard.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
And according to Mr. Vale, another bachelor group at the same bar had a man dressed as a pilot. But security did not seem to stop them.
Here's an
I
idea.
don't believe that for a second. There's no way. You know what the odds are of that happening?
Now you're arguing with yourself. So
No,
it's
no.
okay for a guy to dress as a pilot?
No,
No. What I'm saying is, I don't believe that there was another bachelor party in the same bar at this airport.
Oh,
dressed
and
as a
one guy was dressed.
This
as a
is just
pilot.
that's his line. That's his line of
And then
defense.
there was a third party, and one guy was dressed as a suitcase. They let him in.
But to be honest, he had the best costume.
Maybe the bachelor party shouldn't start until you get there. How about that?
No. You drink in the morning.
You know
before
what?
the bachelor
He
party.
would say that.
It's a good time.
Starts in the morning.
I had a bachelor party in the Bahamas. I had 2 drinks and a beer at
The
O'Hare.
bachelor party starts as soon as somebody goes, "Hey, let's have a bachelor party."
Yeah.
Yes.
The planning, the whole thing is part of the
I got a
bachelor
text
party.
2 weeks ago from the bachelor party I'm in. He goes, "Hey guys, everyone really has to get their suit rentals done. Also, I know it's Saturday at 2 and you're all drunk, so you can do it by tomorrow at noon." It's built into it.
I'm not the bachelor party type.
Yeah, we know.
Are you, Josh?
Yeah, I always enjoy them.
Really?
I do. Yeah.
That's weird because one of the only bachelor parties I ever attended was with you.
It may have been the last one.
That's when we saw both of us saw the guy at the same time having a sandwich while he was in the toilet on the toilet.
Some of the hardest I've ever laughed has been at bachelor parties.
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Seeing your friends in silly situations, I just love it so much.
No, thanks. One of the ones I went to, it involved a woman and eggs.
Yeah.
And,
oh boy,
hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah. Well, they'd been peeled, if nothing else.
Oh, she did that? That's a talent.
I left.
Make breakfast.
Yeah, was the egg salad okay afterwards?
Hey, holy bulge, Batman. Burt Ward, the actor who portrayed Robin in the 1960s era.
Holy what?
Bulge.
Bulge.
Batman series said the ABC television network made him take penis shrinking pills during his time on the show, which ran from 66 to 68. Ward said the costumes were so tight.
How tight were they?
They drew criticism, Josh, from the Catholic League of Decency. Ward said they thought that Robin had a very large bulge for television. He said the studio told him to visit a doctor who prescribed medication to shrink him up.
I guarantee you that doctor was smoking a cigarette.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Take these pills.
Ward said, I took them for 3 days, then decided these pills can probably keep me from having children. So I stopped. I just used my cape to cover up the bulge. Ward added that unlike him, Adam West had so-called Turkish towels stuffed in his undershorts.
So
he was faking it?
He wanted to look bigger.
Apparently.
Yeah, this may be the boy wonder just bragging.
That he was bigger than Batman?
And didn't he
married some rich lady, I thought.
Yeah, like ultra
crazy, like billionaire rich.
Burt Ward did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Elizabeth Montgomery.
Right.
They founded Montgomery Ward.
They came up with the catalog order system,
That's right.
delivery service. Yeah.
I would have to see an old episode of that to verify.
I watch them usually maybe one a weekend. They're on some channel, My TV or something. I forget.
I had no
Me
idea
TV.
how often they had like guest stars when they would be climbing up the side of the building and Sammy Davis Jr. would pop out. What are you two doing?
Burt Ward's
hello,
on.
citizen. Yeah.
Burt Ward's still alive and on his fourth wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he does a lot of animal work.
Does he?
Yeah.
And then that's the show where Cesar Romero.
Oh yeah.
He was the Joker, right? Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't shave his mustache off, so they just put the white makeup over it.
White paint, white face makeup.
And that's the one that had the bam and the pow,
Yes.
very campy.
And the Joker would always call them, "Oh, it's the dumbling dodo."
Well, now coming up, we have more frivolity. And I'm certainly looking forward to it. Also, special edition of Sexy Time with Allie Breen. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. I don't mean to be mean here.
You know what? You can ask me anything. Okay. I'm an open book. Just throw questions at me.
Do you eat kangaroo?
I personally don't. I'm vegan, so I'm one of those folks.
Sure.
How far into the interview did I manage to get that grandstanding in?
It's okay.
No, but kangaroo is a delicious lean meat. People love it down there.
Tom can't eat kangaroo.
No, it makes me jumpy. I pulled that joke out of my pouch. Okay.
Good Lord.
I'm so sorry.
Good Lord
so sorry.
indeed, Randy.
I was trying to.
See, this is the thing. You're trying to set me up for gags. I'm just dead bad. I'm now the straight man. I'm playing I'm not the wacky character on the side. I'm just going to set them up, lob you some big balls, and you can knock them out of the park.
Thank you. Our guest is Randy Feltface. Mr. Feltface. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I don't. I'm an only, and I'm like the last of my species.
You're the last of the Feltfaces?
Yeah, I'm a critically endangered species.
Are you on Felt Facebook?
I am on Felt Facebook. I started Felt Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just me and Grover. Yeah.
Sometimes he's near and other times.
At Randy Feltface. At Randy Feltface.
At Randy Feltface on all of the socials.
Instagram. I just put him up on Instagram.
TikTok. Are you TikToking?
I'm not TikToking. I'm Instagramming.
Get on the TikTok.
Okay.
We'll make one right after this. We'll just dance around like a couple of boomers trying to get attention.
All right.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah.
I'm 44.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
How are you finding your 40s?
I love them, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
mate.
like a good mix between being an adult and still identifying as younger than that.
Right. You can still get away with. I have no idea where you are, by the way. I'm just looking generally in the studio. Are you finding like you've changed? Have you grown? Have you matured?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like a fine cheese.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the aroma is there too.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's the state aroma of you. Is an aging cheese.
More sort of a Limburger.
Yes. Finally, I feel seen. Thank you, Randy.
I smell like a gym sock at this point. I've been on tour for so long. I'm literally just a felty. The sweat just seeps into my felt.
The puppet is dancing. I've never been happier.
It's Mr. Feltface to you.
There is Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Willie Griswold. Willie can't speak. He's laughing so hard. Yeah. There's Ace Cosby.
You gotta watch this tonight on YouTube.
I'm Chick McGee. Yes, you can see all this on YouTube. And here is Tom.
Now, where do you find it on YouTube, Ace?
YouTube.com.
Now, I thought we would introduce our guest once again. He is Randy Feltface. Are you self-conscious about not having ears?
I work great on radio.
Okay.
It's literally just me dancing.
Yep.
Tune in on YouTube. It'll make more sense.
Yeah, sure. Now, you probably have trouble hearing me since you don't have any ears.
I do. They're just very small.
Okay.
Really, really tiny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little ears.
Same goes for the nose, obviously.
Yeah. No, I don't have a nose.
Okay.
Randy, you don't have a nose. How do you smell?
Terrible. Down. Chicka down. Woo. Does that mean I'm officially part of the team now?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I did it.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
The great thing about my mom's bridge club was she would make delicious desserts for the ladies.
She didn't have the Brock's Bridge mix. That was always my favorite.
No, she'd make apple pie. She'd make apple tarts.
Oh, she was amazing. Yeah.
I forgot about bridge mix.
Oh, yeah. My grandmother used to have that.
Man.
Did you ever bang any of your mom's friends in the bridge club?
Come on, man.
You know you
fess
did.
up.
No,
Did you at least think about him while you were learning about
Who
it?
was the oldest woman you slept
Can
with?
I write down the joke I wanted to?
Hang on a second. Who is age? Just the age.
A gentleman never discussed.
Oldest woman you slept with.
Or how many years older was she?
Than you.
Was it an old whore?
Just flat out.
I want to apologize to the members of my mom's bridge club if any of them are still alive.
I didn't say it was them. I said it was you probably employed a whore.
That is completely false. Oh, God.
You never had sex with someone older.
I never normally do this, but I would like to partake in one of your
Excuse me.
women of ill repute. If you don't mind.
Excuse me.
Who's the oldest?
Ruth, I understand you're quite good.
Do you have a Millicent on staff or a QR code?
No, I understand. This is a cash only proposition.
I just returned from the
Does this
haberdasher.
include the tip? Or probably get a lot of tip jokes, I guess. If you want more than the tip in, it costs
my
extra. I get it. I know. Can we get back to Bridge Club?
It was a
bridge
whore.
club.
Well, I know it was. I could tell when I hit on something. You banged an old whore.
That is just not true.
When you were 18, 19.
You learned about
And
love.
she was 30.
It's all lies.
She kept saying.
No, she was like 58.
It was like Brighton Beach. Get over here and let Mama hug you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Over here, honey. Yeah.
Kiss Mom.
A young Jonathan Silver.
Stick your tongue out for mama.
Done a lot of building in my day and built houses. This thing, they did
Woodworking.
such a great job.
Right.
WHYDE, widemasonry.com. Tell them we said hey.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello, chick.
Jessica Alsman is here.
Hi.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good to see you, man.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, he's fixing that song for us.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
All right.
I miss you guys.
You don't pay attention to Tom. There's Josh
Good
Arnold.
shot.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's here. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Oh, we got a new camera angle on
Yeah,
Pat.
I like it.
Here's
It's a good
Tom
shot.
Griswold.
That looks really nice, Pat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pat, if you're looking for your glasses, they're on your forehead.
I know. I can see them on the screen.
That'd be handy for you. Oh, I
No kid.
can't find my glasses. There they are.
Speaking of the screen,
Are we going to get hooked up with Al Jackson?
Here it comes.
Oh, there we are.
Hey.
There we are.
People have said that, Tom.
Now, Al, are you getting on an airplane today?
I'm getting on an airplane shortly. Things are hectic. I'm moving out of my house into my girlfriend's condo. So I am moving and on the
Is
road
that
at the same
right?
time.
Is that right?
Really?
Are you sure you want to do this?
Chick, I've been here for 8 years and I forgot how much moving.
Yeah.
It sucks on a different. I feel like instead of just like, because our prisons are overcrowded.
True.
Sentence people to perpetually moving.
Yeah.
Like what would be worse if you got 2 years of just moving people in and out of their house,
Man.
or like 60 days in jail? Which would you take?
I would take the 60
Yeah.
in jail.
We just had
Quiet. You get to sit there for a while.
We had an interesting survey about when your friends ask you to help them move, and no one wants to do that unless you're 21 and there's free pizza and beer involved.
I just did this
Yes.
myself, Al. I know. I have.
Oh,
man.
it is awful. I will tell you this, Christy Lee, and I told my daughter this. You're going to go through life and you're going to meet a lot of people. And I always say that human beings, we throw the F word around a lot, and that's not the bad one. It's the word friends.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. And I'm like, that's not your friend. That's your bar friend. That's your I'm going out tonight friend.
Uh-huh.
Your friend shows up to help you move.
Yeah.
When you say that, if you ever want to know in your phone who your friend is, even if you don't have to move, just be like, hey, I'm moving on Saturday morning. Who can make it? The people that show up, whether they're hungover and they don't want to be there, Those are your real friends. Everybody else is just somebody you drink with.
Hey, Al, the clothes you're wearing, did those come with the pins that you juggle, the bowling pins?
I need the matching satin pants. Which, do those exist except for Earth, Wind, and Fire?
I mean, those are stage clothes. You've got like royal blue sleeves and a satin green.
No, it's cool. You look like a spiritual consultant for the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, the way you're sitting, it kind of looks like a skeleton.
No, he looks like a really tall, very cool jockey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't he? Yeah.
I outgrew. I'm a body positive jockey.
Yeah.
I don't let the size.
Yeah.
We don't do well at the No, Tom, it's reversible. I don't know if this makes it cooler or nerdier, but it's all blue.
Oh,
yeah, so
look at that.
You can just.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Bad taste in two forms. Yeah, no. I like. How did you word it? A body positive jockey?
Yes.
That is so funny. Hey, what's going on with the facial hair? What's happening here? You have a soul patch?
I don't know if it's a soul patch. I'm deciding whether I need. Usually, I rock a beard for the summer. So I think that's gonna go on. So I might start growing my Rocky IV beard when he started training in the wilderness of Russia.
Oh yeah, pushing the logs in the snow. Yeah,
with the glasses combined with the sort of like edgy, very Anglical goatee. It's kind of like a Robert Downey Jr. thing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to be 80s coked out Robert, though. I don't want to be new one. I want to be old school Robert.
I see. We're speaking with comedian Al Jackson, and Al Jackson will be on stage this evening with Willie G. and Frank Caliendo, Funny Bone, Toledo, Ohio, one night only. Then it's Pittsburgh, then Philly, then Washington, D.C. Am I getting this right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That is correct. And may I say one thing? I haven't texted Willie yet. Congratulations to his Pacers.
I was waiting. I was going to do this in person because it was really tough. It was a great series for me. I was going to wait to have this conversation. I talked to my therapist about how I should approach this.
Aww.
Yeah, it was. I'm you know me. I'm a hoops fan more than anything. And Willie and I went to the Bucks Pacers game in Milwaukee. And I was just slouching in my seat. I was like, I don't want to play this team. And after game one, I was like, we don't have any business on the floor with this team. And this is one of the best Cavs teams we've ever had. And your Pacers just like played with us the way like when you guys are a couple players short in high school and one of your assistant coaches plays. Like you guys just like we're just toying with. I was like, we won 64 games. So Willie, congratulations. As soon as I get off camera, I am going to vomit, but I do want to say congratulations. I wish I was a bigger man.
Longtime Cavs fan. Sorry to see him go.
Yes.
Now, the way this show works is Al tries to help me with the hypness factor. Which has come up a couple times in today's show already. But Al, what do you have for me? How do I sound hipper? What do I need to know? What word do I need?
Tom, let's just start with one that I'm sure you can get, even if it's just on context. Well, let's start with the positive, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Tom, why don't you tell everybody in the studio and all the good folks listening what a disco nap is?
Oh.
Wow, a disco nap?
Yes.
I'd only be guessing. I don't know. Is this, does it involve sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. Is it sleeping when someone's playing loud music and you're so tired you can still go to sleep?
No, that's being passed out.
Is this of a dated nature? Does it have to do with the disco era?
It kind of does. I think the disco era modifies the nap. But this is a word that I actually have had friends use throughout my adult life. It's like not everybody says it, but people from all walks of life I've heard use it.
So you say, I'm going to go take a disco nap?
Yeah,
I'm
you
guessing
said it correctly.
You've been partying, and then after a few hours of partying, you go, man, I need a 20 to 30-minute siesta. You do that, and then you go back to partying.
That could be that. I will accept that. Usually it's just like a little quick nap. I've always heard it as a quick nap to go out partying, Josh. But it could just be if you work two jobs. Because I guess it's basically because disco that era wasn't, wasn't that long. So it's just like a really quick nap before you have to go do something else. So you just be like, I came home from work, took a disco nap, took a shower, and dude, I'm ready. Let's go.
Yeah. Remember, is the movie Airplane where they have the scene where the radio station, you see the radio station tower and it goes, W disco, where disco lives forever, and then it gets knocked over and it's over. That because the disco era, although I would argue that particular era of disco, I don't think it ever went away.
Neither do I.
There's
I like disco.
There's about 20 songs that everybody knows.
Go to a wedding reception.
They're still great.
Yeah.
Well, tell Daft Punk that disco's over.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. What's your favorite disco song, Al Jackson?
I'm gonna go Roll Bounce. I love that song. I believe was it Heat Wave?
I don't even think I know that.
And that's the song, not the Nick Cannon roller blading film, Roll Bounce.
It was. Can we throw that on real quick? It's a catchy song.
Jason's looking for it.
Yeah, I don't.
And especially in Indianapolis and like all the Midwestern cities, Chicago, that's where roller skating and people can roller skate for real. Like that was an anthem in roller skating halls.
Yeah, I would go with one, the Disco Inferno.
That's a good one. Burn
For the
Baby,
Tramps.
Burn.
I think that's the best one.
That's it just the way it started. I love Disco Inferno. Everybody needs to pretend like disco wasn't good because it was and it still holds up. So everybody needs to stop that and accept that we like disco.
And it brings back the phrase "burn, baby, burn."
Sure.
Yeah,
which I think is. I mean, there's a little political.
Right.
Josh, I'm sure you're familiar with that. I'm sure it's quoted quite often in the Daily Worker.
That's right. That's part of the proletariat.
I'm too bougie to use that.
Magazine for coal miners.
Disco begins and ends with Evelyn Champagne King and Shame. That's where it is.
That's a good
where
one.
it is, baby.
Christy Lee, your favorite disco song?
Oh, boy, there's so many. How about Ring My Bell? Did you like that
Hated
one?
that song.
I do like that one. Yeah.
Why not just classic? Staying Alive, man. Just right there. That bass line in the pocket the whole time.
Well, yeah, that whole album is great.
I don't know why I know this, but I heard the other day the Japanese version of Staying Alive. It is really something.
Is it fun?
Wait a minute.
It is kind of the same.
Is it?
It's the same
Is
music
it
and everything.
the
but
Bee Gees or is it some?
No.
Are you
it's a Japanese
serious?
version. Yes. It's
interesting.
It's really something.
Are they singing in English or
And
Japanese?
I listened to it for, I'm going to say, 2.5 minutes until I realized this is not English. Absolutely.
You're singing along.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I know we have to go.
Yeah.
But has anybody there ever like tried to download a song from like Apple or Spotify and it's a song you want like Disco Inferno or something, but for whatever reason maybe they couldn't get the rights, so it's like another person singing it?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I downloaded Candy by Cameo and it was just another dude.
Weird. It's always weird when that happens. By the way, that you can find that Japanese version of Staying Alive on the original soundtrack to Saturday Night Yellow Fever.
Yeah. That's the third major insult we've done today for some group. I'm
not insulting anybody.
That's just funny.
Oh, someone will find it offensive. I find
I
it
don't
delightful.
care about those people at all.
Okay, of course. And by those people, you mean Al?
That's the fourth of it.
Al, a little bit of advice: don't pick up a lantern wearing that suit.
I will not.
Did you hear him chastise me? Yeah, you heard him criticize me for being offensive.
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting right here.
That's classic Tom. Don't say that. Now here's something way worse.
Yeah, hold my beer. Check this out, dude.
Al, on stage tonight, Toledo with Willie G. Frank Caliendo. Thanks, Al. We'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, love you guys. See you soon.
Hi, Al.
Okay. I need air. Tell you what, we're talking about therapy a little bit off and on earlier today. When it comes to therapy, there's a sort of a new way you might just be hearing about to access personal therapy, and that's something called BetterHelp. They've been at it for more than 10 years, and some 5 million people have taken advantage of this. And it's about the revolution in communication that we have in our world, really. It all comes down to that. And it's about being able to access therapy now on the internet. And I'm talking about speaking with a therapist, or even you could be texting back and forth or have the Zoom camera on, whatever you want to do. But the therapy itself is performed online. And BetterHelp, I want you to be aware that this is Mental Health Awareness Month. And one of the things they would like to do is be part of the program to break the stigma of seeking therapy. It can be very important. It can be very useful. If you've been thinking about it, maybe you should try BetterHelp. It's a way to access therapy, once again, without having to go to across town, go to an office, et cetera, because the therapy is done online. There are more than 5 million people currently using the BetterHelp program and 30,000 plus therapists that are involved. So if you'd like to find out more, get the information by going to betterhelp.com/BT show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. The /BT show part will knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, fully online, making therapy affordable and, of course, convenient, because you can do it wherever you want to be, with your phone, with your laptop, whatever. Once again, you can also, I should point this out, you can switch therapists at any time if you like to. No additional fees are involved with that. Once again, betterhelp.com/BT show. Coming up, a special edition of Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey guys, Jess Hooker here from the Bob and Tom Show. Looks like the weather's going to hold out, and I am going to do the IndyCar two-seater experience. A little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. I've been coming to the race since I was about 5, so this is a dream come true. I'm ready to get in one of these cars. I just don't know if they're going to let me go ahead and drive one. Do you think if I asked to let me sit in front, maybe? Here we go. The nerves are setting in. I'm just waiting for the excitement to trump the nerves. All right. Down and forward. Got it.
Keep going all the way down.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
We're in here.
You don't have to hold on to anything. The car will hold on to you.
Mentally, it feels like maybe there should be a handle somewhere. Maybe like one of those Fisher-Price car wheels. That'd be cool. Steering wheel.
We thought about putting a horn in there so you can honk at the driver and make it faster or whatever.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Okay, hi, Jeremy. Just like to know who's making me safe. I'm not sure if it's sweat from nerves. I probably should have emptied my bladder. There's a lot of things going through my head right now. I love my family. Holy hell, it's running, guys. This ain't no game. Holy hell. All right. Oh my God. The first lap, I don't know why I'm winded. I didn't do anything. First lap, oh my gosh, we're getting up to speed. This is amazing, it's awesome. Second lap, oh hell, how fast are we going? Third lap, I got a little nauseous, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how those guys do this for hours at a time. This is nuts. But I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I
can't believe that I'm here, that I was on the track, that I got to do this today. This is just like a dream come true for anybody who loves IndyCar, but especially a girl that's been raised here in Indianapolis. She comes out here every year, my entire life since I was 4 years old. I'm still in shock. But you cross over those bricks and you see the pagoda coming out of turn 4, and I don't know what I could compare it to. Holy hell, dude. Beautiful.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hey.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hi.
Hello, Willie Griswold.
What's going on, man?
Josh Arnold is around. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Ace Cosby has returned.
Hey.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and it's time once again, Tom, to help the unfortunate, the losers at love out there.
Well, not necessarily. Just maybe they're in a state of confusion. They need advice.
They're in a valley.
Yes, and that's where we bring in the lovely comedian Allie Breen. It's always an adventure with Allie. The question always is, where is she?
And what kind of eyewear is she wearing? And
and she has
I'm not sure why you didn't get the big glasses.
Allie joins us. You're in your apartment in New York.
Yes, I'm back in New York.
Okay. And Allie, we were just talking about the disco era of music.
Oh.
And you probably weren't around in the heyday of disco.
No.
You'd go to the actual nightclubs, and they all had black lights everywhere. So your clothes always looked clean, and as did your teeth. It was a good look.
I thought the clothes didn't look clean in black
you'd
light.
see
Doesn't
all
that show
the
everything?
lint and everything. All the
Really? So my friends were telling me that just to make me look stupid? Now, Allie, do you have a favorite disco song?
I like Bee Gees are disco, right?
Right.
I like Bee Gees, but you know what? I just saw, what's that John Travolta movie, Staying Alive?
Yes.
Well,
That's the sequel, disturbing.
Saturday Night Fever.
You know
That's
what?
the one.
You know what?
Saturday Night Fever.
There are two different versions of that, Allie. There's like a PG version and an R version, and the R version is really disturbing.
You forget.
It's so I was like, I can't believe this is considered a classic. It was really disturbing. Yeah.
But the music was great, in spite
The
of the
music was good.
Certainly, there may have been some non-consensual. We'll just move
I
on.
Will survive. That's a good. I will survive is a great disco song.
Gloria Gaynor.
Yeah.
Every woman's
that's
anthem.
a good one.
Yeah.
Well, now the purpose of our show is to help people. So far,
When do we start?
Yeah.
One of these episodes, we're going to actually help.
Do it.
It's like that show, The Bachelor. They've had, 500 episodes, and only 2 people have ever gotten married, and they're already divorced. But we're trying to help. So let's get to one of our letters. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is very close to his mom and says she's his best friend and talks to her about everything, apparently including our sex life. Because she took me to a birthday lunch and gave me a present of high heels and lingerie.
Oh, my God.
I'm a pretty casual girl, so he's pretty he's clearly mentioned to her that he'd like me to spice it up. I'm pretty creeped out. Now, if I wear this, all I'm going to be thinking about is his mom.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah, you can't unhear that in your head.
No, of course not.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's creepy.
yeah, that's creepy.
Can you just get your boyfriend to wear it, and maybe makes it different? You know what I mean?
What did you say? He should wear it?
He should wear the lingerie.
Why are you nuts?
But the heels are cute.
She's insane.
I thought that's why you had her in here during this segment.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, to get
Okay.
that sort of.
To offer healthy advice. I'm so sorry.
I don't think there's. I don't
doing
like.
a great job, Jason.
You can't undo that. That's just weird.
That is
It's a
really
good way
weird.
to start. Yeah, Jess has a point though. It's a good way to start a conversation about how weird it is because it's like, hey, if your mom wants this, you put it on.
No joke.
I would definitely say, hey, look what your mom gave me as a gift.
No, but the issue here really is that he has no
Boundaries,
yes.
And that's not going to change.
No.
But she's trying to bond with you, being like, hey, girl, you're like my new daughter. Let's be besties.
It's still
Helping
weird.
you out, but it's about her son.
Super creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very creepy.
Don't talk about my mother. She's a saint.
Yeah.
Now there you're going to be
Yeah.
that. That's going to be a
And when he
battle.
calls out her name just before, never mind.
You don't kiss like mommy does.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is fixable though, and it's also much better than the alternative. If he was like, "Yeah, you don't want to meet my mom. She's crazy. She sucks. She's the worst." It is nice that he still has his mother in his life, and
Yeah.
I think that you can maybe try to walk this back and have him develop a healthier relationship with her.
Yeah, you will have to walk. This is a guy who, when he was a young boy, his mother had him zip her up a little too often.
I think we can leave it right there because, that's exactly correct.
Yeah.
Also, relax. It's getting a little too close to home.
Yeah. When he went off to college, she handed him one of her brassieres and said, "Sniff this when it's time."
Oh my
I don't think that happened.
I mean, that's.
Where
Also-
would you come up with
Sometimes I bring my own life into these things.
It's getting a little Oedipal in here.
I'm sorry. Allie, let's move on. Our guest is the comedian Allie Breen, often seen on the TV.
You can't unring that bell, can you?
Oh, yeah.
You can't.
And Allie spells her first name Alli and her last name Breen. And you can find her on your favorite social media platform if you'd like to send us a letter, and we'll treat it with dignity and respect.
Yeah.
Allie is also on OnlyFans under ALLIB. Now, she has her new glasses on, and her kitty cats are running around her New York apartment, but she has more mail for us. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend has a work husband that hits on her all the time. They text constantly when she's home, and I told her she's leading him on, and she says they're totally friends. It's fine. Even if she's not interested, I don't love this. Shouldn't she cut him off, or is this friendship okay?
Who's writing this letter?
The guy, the boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So women will never understand this, ever. I've never met a woman who's understood that even though you guys are so-called friends, he wants to do you so bad.
Yeah.
So the guy's right. The boyfriend is right in saying she's leading him on. She's just ignorant to that fact. Girls, you're...
Wait, but here's the girl's perspective. Is that, yes, he might want to do her so bad, but he wants to do everyone so bad. Like, guys want to do everyone. So it does make sense that you can keep a friendship because you're like, well, I'm just one of the people he wants to.
You really want to do the person that you're texting with a lot.
What's weird is, like, I guarantee if he had a work wife and he was texting with a woman all the time, she would be annoyed. Like, she'd be like, why are you constantly texting Susie?
Oh, absolutely.
So it wouldn't. So just pretend you have a work wife and be like, "Oh, Helen is so funny. She got that report to me so fast."
Helen's huge boobs are so funny.
She doesn't kiss like mommy.
I'm surprised. And I'm surprised you can carry those huge boobs around with that tiny little tight.
Now, what
Got a little
are you
tongue
going to
tied over
say?
there, huh?
Waist or ass? That tiny little.
I was going to go for ass.
Okay.
Let's get to our next letter. If you're just joining us, hello. If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and we're in the middle of our segment. It's called Sexy Time with Allie Breen.
Dear Allie, me and my wife have been married for 2 years, and I just found out that she has over $80,000 of credit card debt that's now ours.
Whoa.
We're in a fight because I think she should have told me this before we got married, and she says if that would have made any difference, we shouldn't have gotten married to begin with. Who's right here?
Everybody, gaslight tonight.
Here's what you do.
It's a good one.
Murder her.
No, that's a rookie mistake. You get the life insurance policy.
Yes.
Then,
Yeah.
Because even if she's dead, wouldn't you still be responsible for the debt if you're married to her?
They'll make a deal.
So when you get married, if somebody has credit card debt and then you get married, that debt is now partially your responsibility.
I don't think so.
There is some fuzzy landscape out there that you can get out of it somehow, I think.
I mean, I know that it's kind of his problem just because they're together.
Sure. A good guy would, okay, I guess it's ours now.
Yeah, that's just paying the interest monthly on that is going to kill you.
Yeah, you're not paying that balance down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think the next chapter in your life is going to be chapter 13, or is it 11? I forget which one.
Maybe encourage her to have an affair with a wealthy man.
Yeah.
That's a good way for you to
You
get
really
out of
could
it.
pimp her out.
Yeah.
She can at least do feed pics. Start working.
Oh, I know. Wait a minute.
Off the debt.
Forge her signature on a prenup.
Retroactive.
But aren't they already nupped? Yeah, I feel like that has to be.
You can do a post-nup.
No, then you got to divorce her. Okay.
No, you can do post-nup.
You can do
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Post-nup sounds like a dog food.
My dog's coat has never looked shiny.
He eats post-nup. He loves it. Let's move on, Ellie. Let's get another letter out there and see who else we can help.
Dear Allie, me and my husband are having our first baby. We were so excited about it, but we don't have help. So my mother-in-law offered to move in thinking it'll take some of the workload off us.
Nope.
Yep, that is the last thing I want, but my husband is all into it. She knows he obviously wants it, so it's on me now if we say no, and I assume she'll hate me. What do we do here?
Oh, this is the same as the last letter. Murder her.
Who, the wife or the mother-in-law?
The mother-in-law.
Oof.
No. I say clean house.
Oh, really? Okay.
Get the baby out, okay, and then go to work.
You may think you can't do this on your own. You can do it on your own. Just have her come for a couple of weeks. You get in a groove, then just say, thank you, I've got this. Go on.
That's probably sound advice.
Yeah.
And by the way, thanks for taking the time to write us now, because you will not have any time to yourself for the next 17 years.
17?
Yeah.
Why can't she just stop by to babysit? Why does she have to move in?
Yeah.
Well, she must live far away. She probably lives far away or something.
Actually, having her there will be handy, though.
It has to be on a
1 in the morning.
Her heart's in the right place. for
Right,
sure.
but it has to be on a limited time basis.
Right.
Like, set a 2-week period. Or
Unless this is the guy that wrote that first letter and that mother-in-law is going to move in and start beating on the wall in the middle of the night. No. Hold the right foot up there.
He doesn't
Okay.
like that.
That's what she likes.
What if the wife gets up in the middle of the night and the husband's there with his mom and they're kissing, holding the baby?
I wish this was our baby, Mom.
Can't this be our Bobby? Can't this be our baby, mommy? Please.
Can't we put the mother back in grandmother?
Please.
Nana likes to breastfeed.
We are
That is the theme today. These men are a little too close to their moms in these letters.
We have to
There's a
stop
lot of
joking like this. I'm
equity.
getting hard.
Let's go to our next letter. Our guest is comedian Allie Breen. Allie, what did they say to you for our final go-around?
Dear Allie, I'm a newly divorced woman, and the one that got away has just started texting me again.
Nice.
He heard I got divorced. He wants to rekindle things. We went out 3 times, had sex. Everything was amazing. And then he told me that he is married and still not divorced yet, but swears that it's over. He says he's taking his time to make sure that he leaves under the best circumstances. I'm already mad at him, but I don't want to let this go. What do I do? Should I demand that I won't see him again until he gets divorced, or just continue on?
Do we have the gun from the previous 2 letters?
This guy's not going anywhere. This guy's not going anywhere.
Our body count's starting to get out of control.
I hate to break it to you, honey. This guy's not going anywhere.
Christy
He's
doesn't know
leading
that
on.
for sure.
No,
You
she
can't say
doesn't
that.
know. She's angry.
Yes, I do.
Because I told her we'd get married, and she's still carrying that around.
What do you?
There's never a right time, ever. to get
it's always going to be
divorced.
bad circumstances.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
You know the best time to leave, and I know this. Christmas Eve. What a lovely tree.
That Chinese food the next day
Hang
tastes
on,
like
can
freedom.
you take me to the airport? Okay.
I say just keep going along with it, and if it takes too long for you, then move on. But what do you care?
The key is he didn't tell her. Like,
No,
he
I
was
get
like,
that.
Oh, I want to be with you.
You've
but I'm
already
still
cheated.
married
You might
to
as well
him.
keep. You've already helped him cheat. You might as well.
Yeah, if he's already lied once, he'll just keep lying too.
I'm trying to
There
figure
you
out
go.
what angle I want to take.
Right.
I think Sid was.
No, fake anger or fake understanding.
Yeah. Or fake murder. That was my choice.
Right.
Okay, that way it ends quicker and everybody's happy.
That is the end.
Okay, good. Except the dead guy. Okay, so sorry. Well, thank you very much. Thanks, Allie. You working on the TV anytime soon, or in the clubs? What's happening with you?
I'm gonna be back on. There's the Neil Cavuto show that I used to do on Fox is having like guest hosts, so I'm on there occasionally during the week. So probably at some point this week, but I don't have a date.
Awesome.
And then I'll be kicking around New York this weekend. I'll be at the Comedy Village and Eastville Comedy.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Allie. Once again, ALLIBREEN.
Allie.
Right, Allie, with your love troubles, and we'll laugh at them. I mean, we'll fix them. Thank you very much.
Oh, we'll fix them.
Okay, Allie. Now, it's time now to help you with Father's Day. We've been talking a lot of mothers. Let's go dads.
Let's say you and your wife just had a baby, and your mom's coming to help take care of the baby. All right, let's get out of that. Let's talk about how about a swell gift for Father's Day? That's Raycon's everyday earbuds with 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, Raycon's quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, boom, you got 90 minutes of battery, and active noise cancellation, often difficult to find at an accessible, dad-friendly price point. That's where Raycon comes in. Raycon's everyday earbuds also come in every color, and Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy, no questions asked. So right now, you can get up to 15% off site-wide. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom for 15% off site-wide. One more time, that's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Love the Raycon earbuds. Don't forget the over-the-ear headphones. They're also excellent. Great for the kids if you're on vacation and want some peace and quiet during the drive, et cetera, et cetera. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello and welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I'm your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's go right to the phones.
That's good. Just like him, yeah.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Obvious Show.
Hello. Is this Mr. Obvious?
Speaking.
Oh, hi, Mr. Obvious. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Well, thanks for calling. What seems to be the problem, caller?
Oh, Mr. Obvious.
Yes?
I think I've got a critter stuck in my pipes under my kitchen sink.
Huh. Huh. A critter, huh? Some sort of animal? What makes you think that?
I can hear him down there making noises.
Noises, huh? What sort of noises?
Well, you know, kind of a growling noise. Like a critter.
What's that sound like?
Well, it's sort of like, you know, like that.
Huh. A critter under your sink, huh? And it's growling at you?
Yep. You can hear him down there. Sounds like he's trapped in the pipes or something. He's down there growling, kind of like,
Is he padding the park? What's going on?
I see. So this happens all the time?
Mostly it seems like it happens after dinner. When my wife rinses leftover food down the drain. You can hear him down there eating.
Eating?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, like that.
Now, caller, is there anything else that seems to cause this growling?
Well, now that you mention it, he seems to do it every time she flips that light switch on by the sink.
Light switch, huh?
Yeah. There's the switch by the sink. But it don't turn nothing on. She'll flip it sometimes while she's doing the dishes, and boy, it makes him mad as anything.
I'll tell you what, Miss Pat, that was really good. That was really, really funny. And I tell you, I am going to take you out to dinner.
Really? You gonna take me?
I promised. Yeah, I'm going to take you out to dinner. You wanted the custom sushi?
Yep.
I got a great sushi place. We'll have a great dinner, and you eat sushi?
Yes, I do. And what about dancing?
This is like a small place. They don't have a dance floor, so
It doesn't matter. I can teach you how to dance, Tom.
no. But I can't dance anyway. I'd be
I can teach you how to dance, Tom.
Okay.
All right, Tom. I'm gonna teach you how to dance. You ready? Come on.
Do I just?
Come on, shake it, Tom. Shake it.
What am I
Shake
shaking?
it.
I mean, you have.
You
to-
shaking whatever this is.
Well, this is. I don't know.
It probably don't work, but come on, Tom. Shake it.
Are you bouncing? Are you loosening it? Are you loose at the knees here?
I'm about to back that ass up, Tom. You ready?
Okay. You're gonna back that ass up?
Yeah,
Okay.
come on.
I do Pilates, you know.
No, don't run, don't run. Come on, Tom, drop it. Drop it.
Drop what?
Drop
Oh my
it.
God.
Drop it. Drop it. Up. Now hit the ass, Tom. Hit
Did you ever
hit
see
it.
the movie Deliverance?
Hit the ass. Tom, pat it. Pat it. Pat it. Yeah, pat it. Pat it. Pat it.
I think this may be sexual harassment.
No, I like it. He still following me. Come on, Tom. Don't ride. Hey, go on. Drop it, Tom. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
I think you're gonna
Drop
crush
it.
my knee.
No, that's your knee, Tom. It's really hard.
Yes, and I'd like to make a reservation. Yeah, this is Tom. Hi, how are you? Yeah. No. Just for two. Yeah, nice quiet corner. Hey, listen, is there like a dance place near you? Some kind of funky.
And we'll do it 9 to 5 today. Another word coming up in about 15 minutes. You could be a winner.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Josh and Christy and Jessica and Willie Ace Cosby. I am, this has been Chick McGee speaking. And hello, Tom.
Don't you love saying that?
No, I do it for you. I know it cheers you up.
This has been Chick McGee speaking.
I know you like it.
This is Tom speaking. Oh,
That's right.
The reason I bring it up is because I've got a couple things I want to speak about.
Speak on it.
Which would be, let's see now, Patty G is at One Night Stands, STAN apostrophe S, in Waterford, Michigan, no apostrophe. That's this Friday and Saturday. Willie G tonight with Al Jackson and Frank Caliendo. Toledo, Ohio is the spot. The Funny Bone is the place. Should have a great night. Just one night there, then 2 nights in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, then Philadelphia Sunday, then Washington, D.C. Is that Monday and Tuesday?
Yeah. If you guys know where to get food in any of those cities, please let me know online. I got to get some good food this weekend.
Arby's. Now, what is it, Pat, in Philly?
Jim's on 4th and South.
Gotcha.
For what?
Cheese steaks.
Yeah, there's only one thing on Philly when you tell people you should get this. Get food in Philly. They mean cheesesteak.
Also, I should have replied there. I was just so excited I got my phone out to write it down, Pat. So that was bad for radio, but good for me.
Now, Pat once did clarify for us that Philadelphia cream cheese is not from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Is that correct?
Upstate New York, yeah.
That's weird.
I know.
There's a place called Indiana, Pennsylvania. That's weird, too.
That's true.
That's where Jimmy Stewart was born.
That's right.
Thank you very
much. The
much.
guy who does the Jimmy Stewart impersonation lives there.
No, he certainly did. Now, Christy Lee is at her post, the Silac Insurance News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, we never got to Chan Chan. Remember, way back when we were talking about
Mr.
this?
Chan, once again, my landlord in New York.
The city of Chan Chan is one of Peru's, not Peru's, most important archaeological sites. And now authorities there are searching for a man who was filmed spraying obscene graffiti onto one of the original walls of Chan Chan, a pre-Columbian city.
I hope it says booby.
Peru's Ministry of Culture said the culprit showed a grave disrespect toward our history and cultural heritage, as well as a violation of the regulations that protect archaeological heritage sites.
So this is a sacred site.
Yes, and if apprehended, the perp could face up to 6 years in prison.
Oh!
Yeah.
What? Do we know what the words are?
No, I got nothing.
No, he drew a penis.
Nice.
Is that true? The Peru penis?
Well, nothing in here
The
said
Peru
he drew
penis
a
painter?
penis.
Thanks again.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's preposterous.
So he drew a penis, huh?
Yeah, I think so, because I think it's you said up to 6 years. I think it's a year for every vein.
Did you ever sit around and draw penises?
No.
Really?
I would draw airplanes.
No kidding.
Airplanes?
Yeah.
That's boring.
You won't find this surprising. I used to draw football helmets. I would try.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Josh, you're the doodler now.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you usually draw?
Weird designs, maze-like looking things. I'd love to know what's going on, what a psychologist would say.
Perhaps you're creating something that's positive, that you have to. Life is a series of difficult choices.
It's a maze, man. You're trying to get out. You're trying to get out of something, some way.
I don't know what it is, but
I think Dahmer did that. Maze.
No, it was Artie Bremer, but you're close.
Oh man, this is a good company.
Or Charlie Starkweather. One of them.
I want to see where it says, because one of these headlines, I'm almost positive it was penises.
Huh. Either way, what a jerk.
Yeah, he is a jerk.
I mean, but the fact that it's, remember we had the guy a couple weeks ago that urinated in the holy water?
Yes. Boo.
I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, it's a penis.
Yeah, it's a penis, all right.
He didn't trace it, I can tell you that. That's way too big.
I think that's kind of the fun.
Woo! This just handed me. That's right. You can now order a Caitlin Clark Funko Pop figure.
Oh, she's made it. I mean, that's when you've officially made it.
That's right. The Indiana Fever star, part of the initial wave of WNBA figures. The Funko website currently taking pre-orders for
cool.
Caitlin Clark's Funko Pop.
And these are the ones that are really for young people.
Right.
Yeah, Chick got us one for Christmas. I love them.
Exactly, yeah.
These are
Guess
huge
who
with
that is?
collectors.
Yes.
That's me. That's right.
Right.
And you guys should have yours around.
Yeah, I
here
have
somewhere.
mine in my
I got mine at
case,
home.
my
I love it.
trophy case at home.
I sold mine on eBay.
Yeah.
I bought Josh's on eBay.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You bet.
So, does she have a traditional action figure as well?
I
like a starting lineup type look.
I'd imagine.
I don't think so yet, but maybe.
Oh, will for sure, yeah.
Clark in her number 22 navy blue Fever uniform. She has her signature pony and league's the white and orange basketball. She's lovely.
My pony.
Oh, God, I love that.
Genuine for that ass?
Love that song.
Now,
she has long hair on the phone call.
I think we may have time for this. I don't know. Christy, my favorite story this morning was once again, we talk about people bringing food onto airplanes.
Yes.
Did you see this one?
Of course I saw this one, Tom. A lady started an online debate after bringing...
A hibachi? She brought a hibachi online.
No, you want to guess again? Anybody else want to guess?
Soup.
Salmon.
I'm going to say, I was going to say fish.
A whole rotisserie chicken.
Hilarious.
In a recent TikTok video, Ms. Chloe Gray said she had been pulled aside by TSA for her unusual carry-on item, held up a plastic bag containing a full rotisserie chicken. Ms. Gray explained she would be traveling for more than 8 hours and made sure she had something to eat.
Well, you're fat.
The video amassed over 500,000 views.
I just want to know who the criminal is.
Divided.
What
You know-
the hell?
What's wrong with me eating an animal? It's fine.
An entire animal. Minus the head, of course.
I mean, from a practical standpoint,
God.
an entire rotisserie chicken. How would you? It's so how would you eat it
So
without
greasy.
having a sink to stand over?
Right.
Three
When-
bites.
When I'm sitting here, it's easy to hate the idea, but when you're in an airport, the food, not only bad, expensive.
Right.
I do get the need and the want to have this thing.
But on the plane, though.
I hate it.
Yeah.
If someone can eat a prepackaged sandwich next to me, I want to kill them. I can't believe it.
Part of the cool part is getting off and finding, let's go up here for a second and see what you got and grab a sandwich and then,
Do you think she had it already torn apart, or was it the whole thing?
Oh, I bet she picks at it the whole time in the bag, so the juices stay in the bag.
And then she reached down and picked her feet.
I use the bone as a toothpick.
That's right.
I love. I'm a big fan of those, by the way.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
You think you can knock one out in one sitting?
I
think I
tell
can. I have.
When you started talking about eating the rotisserie chicken over the sink, I could tell that was a real memory.
Oh, it's happened.
I do that too, and I'll take a little tortilla, make myself a little taco, a little shredded cheese, a little hot sauce. I'm good to go, baby.
And I don't want to ruin this for all of us, but man, it's at like a $6.99, $7.99 price point. It's a steal.
Quite a bargain.
Yes.
Yeah, I just hate it though when you
3 meals out.
you go to the grocery store late and they only have the one you don't like.
I agree. Oh, here's the Chipotle honey barbecue
The cinnamon gherkin?
The one that they removed all the flavor and added crap to it. Yeah, that's the one I want.
I get them naked. I know, but I get the naked.
Yeah, it just got the
There's
chicken.
so much flavor already there.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you said I eat them naked.
Well,
as a general rule.
Yeah, we don't know.
You do get messy, and I don't want to stain my clothes.
Yeah, and those school uniforms get
Run
stained.
my greasy chicken hands through my hair.
We had to leave it a sour note, didn't we? Thank you for joining us. You can reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We'd love to hear from you. And once again, we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.